And we're live. Hello and welcome everybody to the Root Winter Tournament 2023, Round 3, Game 6 for the second time. My name is Guerric. This is Lily.
Hi.
Our players today are Moss,
G'day.
Levi,
Hi.
MonteCristo,
Hello.
and JC.
Salutations.
Thank you so much everybody. You know where to find me if you need me, so good luck, have fun. You can go ahead and get started.
What you thinking,
Alright.
Moss?
Well, I'm really. I don't think it really matters to me. I didn't even know what I'm going to end up with last. Probably crows and lizards, but for those,
Yeah, which is why you should pick winter.
It seems pretty safe.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was thinking that too, but
Yeah,
I've played winter twice in this tournament. I don't know if I want to play.
it is the winter tournament.
It is the winter tournament.
It
but
is. It's fitting because
Yeah.
otherwise we don't want to play against. You know, you're not getting WA, and
Yeah, I
giving
know.
WA any of the other maps is just not fun.
Well, they're not great on lake as well, are they?
No, but the issue is that you're probably also not getting birds, and you don't want to hand birds or lizards like a choke point on lake.
Yeah, that's true.
Because winter map classically has no
Right,
choke
winter it
points.
is.
Alright.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Immediately slam lizard cult and go in the middle.
I feel like I got conned into that.
Oh no, it's a team effort. Real quick though,
JC really wanted this map.
the runes don't spawn.
they were persuasive.
immediately. Oh man, this is not the distribution of clearings from my hand. And then I'm pretty sure I've asked Guerric in a previous game. He will not spawn the swole birds,
Correct.
which means birds are literally unplayable. So I'm gonna go, Lord of the Hundreds here.
Ooh.
It is. It's like functionally they're unplayable. Question is 4 or 2. 4 or 2. This is double. Cool enough. Rat Boys coming.
Beckett, this was not a 5-player game.
Yeah, this is one of the...
Rare 4-player games.
Yeah.
I know this faction.
Magic.
I saw it once in a VOD.
Also, for anyone wondering what my quip about for the second time was, there was supposed to be a game this morning that
Got delayed.
got aborted, delayed when a player's internet went out. This is mostly for YouTube's sake, you know, in 2 weeks when people are like, "What do you mean?"
Auto populate. So yes.
Okay. I've got difficult decisions to make. But I think I'm going to go with Woodland Alliance.
Yeah. So talking about the actual draft, this is the first time that Warlord has shown up in round 3.
Correct.
All of the factions, they are definitely one of them.
All right. So I draw my 3 supporters. You guys, can you see?
I cannot.
So,
I
Okay.
can't.
No.
If you want to take us at our word,
I'm just going to lay them out just in case.
yeah, if you don't mind, so we can know how many there are.
And how do I see them when they're face down?
Alt shift over them,
I will state,
and we will not do that.
besides MonteCristo, who didn't have the choice here,
Sounds good.
but Levi and Moss can choose based off of color like JC did.
Okay. Here.
We already we're one step closer to my dream.
One step closer.
What I thought I'd be left with.
Moss just has to pick lizards.
Yeah, and now
Yeah.
you get to decide whether you want the faction that has a chance of winning and no agency, or the faction with tons of agency and no chance of winning.
Exactly. That is an accurate summary of both factions.
Well, I wouldn't say the losers
Yeah,
have no chance of winning.
Here through there, I think.
Where are the Erie? Oh, the Erie are setting up right now. I
Yes.
If you
understand.
set up in 2, it'll be like a vanilla game of Root.
6.
It's how the game was meant to be played.
Who actually wants to go here?
So, interesting thing about this is lizards can save a charismatic game here or not.
I think we're just going despot. We have the despot leader
Ooh,
here.
we
We
are
have
going
move and
despot.
build.
That's it.
That's not. We haven't seen that.
I'm going despot.
Oh boy.
You lock Despot.
If JC keeps talking, they can help someone else win.
Sorry, just having a bit of a think about this.
Nah, take your time.
All right.
So the good news for the table is that
3.
both of these factions are great at slowing down Warlord,
Yes.
which is, I think, going to be important when you don't have a no turmoil charismatic Eerie to
Yeah.
do that job. And depending upon where Wooden Alliance goes,
Picked based off color.
they potentially feed Lord of the Hundreds. I need to sneeze.
Just having to think.
Excuse me. Okay, where are we going? So, in this matchup, crows will be destroyed by both rats and birds, right? Most likely. Most likely.
No, it has to be.
Not yet.
Cannot be next to an adjacent to a homeland. So 8, 3, 5, and 1, I believe, are the options.
Yes. So we're gonna go for the 2-slot rabbit clearing in the corner.
All right. I'll go there.
I would have argued for a 5 here, because we're Despot.
Oops, I'm off.
Because of Despot, we could have had a foothold in 6, which would have been better, I think, than
And
being scattered between 7, 12, and 8. But
Yeah, so the
and
we do end up with a 2-slot rabbit and access to a 2-slot mouse, whichever setup location we went to between 3 and 5.
so the only reason I wouldn't have chosen lizards in this draft,
yeah, mouse.
which I know is a very strange thing for me to say, is the fact there are 2 smoking guns between the Woodland Alliance and the Lord of the Hundreds.
Sure, but you go Corvids, you have both Lord of the Hundreds and Despot, so it's not great either way.
That's you're right. I see your point. I dislike your point, but I see it.
Damn.
If you have the supporters for it, do you spread sympathy in the bottom bridge? I think you should consider it, yeah.
I think we're good to hit start game, unless anyone's missing anything.
You run the risk of Lord of the Hundreds trying to
Go.
board wipe you immediately. But if Wooden Alliance can
Stunning. So just
revolt to one of these bases, it's very good for their game.
Hated mouse.
Hated mouse.
discard another
You
soul.
should start with 2 acolytes.
You
Oh,
should
yeah.
start with 2 acolytes.
It's advised by the rules.
It's optional.
Doing well already.
Can we look at the map again real quick?
Okay. Not performing conspiracies.
Yeah, there's nothing in mouse right now. Okay,
Cards.
that's all I wanted to see.
Yeah, presumably we're about to do things in mouse.
I'll build in bunny.
Okay, that gets our card draw up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not seeing a turn 1 score here,
No.
In mouse.
which is not the end of the world. It's just worth noting.
there. So draw back up. I will draw. So I've got 2 gardens out. So I will draw 2 cards. I will not craft.
Yep, makes sense. You don't have any mouse gardens.
2. And end my turn.
Okay.
The mouse outcast choice is
Uh,
interesting.
Turns are not on.
Oh,
Guerric, if you could turn on turns when you have the opportunity.
Thank you very much. Ended.
Slacking.
Cool. I'll go ahead and approve and move.
Okay.
Okay.
Not interesting to see the double move.
Move 4 and then 1 back. I'm gonna leave 3 here.
Ooh, going into lizard territory, I see.
And build.
probably blocking building slot. Yeah, trying to slow down lizards. So, yeah, chat, what you're talking about is something I wanted to get to before I realized I was an idiot and forgot about turns.
Points. And
We could have gone rabbit outcast to start, done a crusade into 12 and
Trying to-
built twice.
We can leave that suit on mouse next turn.
Or we could have started in Fox and really messed with any of the Eerie or the
Well,
Warlord.
I don't
True.
know mouse cards, so
True.
it's going to be up to W.
Or we could have been a jerk.
But my point is, we could have
There was options.
gone for sort of a greedy opening that would have gotten our engine online very quickly, in the expectation that nobody would be able to punish us in the current board state.
I don't think that that's true, though.
Who would punish us?
Warlord, somehow.
What? No.
Okay. I'm going to spread sympathy to mouse.
1 coin's accounted for, and we spread it onto the left half of the bridge.
And spread sympathy.
Don't spread on me.
Got it.
Okay, it took me a second to realize what JC was saying in chat.
1 point.
Onto the right side of the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
That will be all for now.
Holding 1 card back. Potentially because it's not a fox and therefore we can't recruit to it.
Right.
Mobilize these 2. And then draw 1.
Okay, so this does run the risk of
Only
being
mobilized 2.
That's
wiped.
We kept a card.
We kept a card.
Okie dokie. No raise. Yes, recruit. 2 boys to the stronghold. We got a new mood. What kind of mood could it be? Man, if ever there was
Got 7 options.
jubilant, this would be it.
Chat, is JC too loud compared to the other players?
Bad mood.
I feel like JC is very prominent in my ear.
Fix what's not broken. Grandiose. And
Going for the turn 1 build, potentially?
actually, this will change phase. Yeah, let's lock in Grandiose because it'll be 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and then that's a-okay. Cool. Locking Grandiose, and then we'll go ahead and kick things off by crafting the ever classic Anvil.
Ooh.
Very solid start.
Which makes sense why we maybe didn't want to go Jubilant.
a shock.
Yeah, shocker. Moss, if that stays on mouse, are you going to convert that or sanctify that roost?
Oh, probably, yeah.
That changes my game plan. Oh.
I mean, no, I never would do that.
Worrying about this rat if he crafted a hammer this early.
Well, I mean, you're going to craft something, otherwise you're not picking rats. It was either that or going to be tea in here. So,
You just gotta start thinking about that.
yeah. Man, turmoiling the birds this early would be ideal.
So would you prefer I didn't sanctify?
I don't know. I'm more. I don't know. I feel like you're building there at a minimum, even if you don't sanctify.
Why would it turmoil the
Look, I probably
Eerie?
Yeah.
Why would they even care?
It's about whether I want to set myself back more than I imagine.
I'm a little confused.
Weird. Okay.
I'm confused as well.
And prowess up.
Prowess 1,
Prowess up.
Prowess 2.
That's a lot of free clearings for this rat.
Are we playing as the keepers? We got 3 Fox clearings.
Yes, it is going to be a hot 2 points. Then we'll go ahead and with Grandiose, we'll move.
Might want to start recruiting on his clearings.
Yeah, a thing that is possible in this game. I either skipped build or I skipped incite.
I'm a little surprised we're talking about.
We'll build.
I'm a little surprised we're talking about Insight,
Fox Stronghold.
particularly when we have the hammer and therefore cannot go bitter.
But ruin items are still ruin
Yeah.
items.
Ruin items are still ruin items, and the mobs can be
We are inciting.
a form of protection against
So
sympathy.
much for a dream of turn 1 sanctification.
Oh, so we wanted it. Wait, now I'm... Oh, okay, so we were sad we couldn't enable it if we did our turns.
For 2 points.
I understand now. It's because we
Our
were-
turn was gonna mess up that.
And then we'll go ahead and
Yeah.
pick up our
I understand.
It's a very strong start for sure.
I mean, it is a start.
I understand now.
Watch for the
Don't
Fox
start.
dominance, everyone.
Me, I'm thinking it like right here. What? Who says no?
What could possibly go wrong?
Okay, I'm gonna adjust the outcast. Goes unhated fox.
Yep.
Discard. Okay. So performing conspiracies, can't do any in fox. That's fine. Nothing I want to do.
Yeah, you can do plenty in Fox. You just don't want to. There's the difference.
Oops.
Oop, there goes a Fox card. Oh, look, T.
There's the T.
I found the T.
Yeah, there's 2 of the 3 root T.
Recruit twice in mouse.
Okay, so here is an interesting thing where I would pivot, actually. And I would have 1 in 12 and 1 in 7. And take both clearings.
And I will
And just leave that roost.
card to score.
I mean, we could do that next turn, but I think we're just making sure the garden's protected.
I don't think you need 5 to protect 1 garden.
That's all those.
But that's just my opinion.
Recruit once.
Yeah, Zamboni, JC ruined Moss's ability to sanctify the roost, which JC was disappointed by. I didn't understand
You don't have to, but you can.
what JC was talking about until I realized JC was spending cards
Yeah.
of non-mouse.
Draw back up. I will draw. Go to evening. Draw 2 cards.
And Warlord could have either incited or built, and we still would have gone mouse, I believe, right? I think there was a bunny in there or something.
Yeah, it would have been inside or build because we did a bird card. And then it would have been 1/1/1 and it would
Got
be
it.
an even. But the fox card made it the problem.
Yeah.
What's interesting here, though, is after seeing that hand, JC probably is happy we didn't keep it in mouse because we would have had 2 mouse gardens and 2 T in hand.
Yeah, that's true.
Not
been a big
exactly
turn.
something you'd want to give to the lizards. That would have been an 8-point turn
Oh,
had it stayed in hated mouse.
You guys mind if I pop 1 more card in my move?
I'm fine with that.
Thanks. Okay.
Get rid of all cards in hand. We are going to now be top deck Eerie to avoid the Woodland Alliance.
All right. So I recruit.
Table being nice, we had already recruited. We'd missed the window, technically.
Typically, people are nice in the early game. And do you really want to feed Woodland Alliance? Oh, we're not feeding Woodland Alliance. We're going after Warlord.
Bunny.
Yeah, we wouldn't be able to reach Woodland Alliance from where we are.
And
Oh, right. You can't go through
here.
12 because of
You
garden.
Roll away.
Okay. Going right into combat.
Shouldn't have been nice.
Nice.
There's these 2.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean,
not too bad.
JC did directly enable that by,
Saying it was fine.
yeah.
Never say it's fine. Can I? The answer is no.
Score 2 points.
It's also honestly a little surprising that JC only brought the 1 additional warrior with the Warlord there.
Mm-hmm.
The Warlord was more vulnerable than the Stronghold here.
We're not defending the stronghold. We're defending the mob token.
Well,
Even then, nobody could reach this, really.
That's true. JC was feeling quite safe.
And rabbit.
Oof.
Alright, taking 8.
Taking a choke point. So this is really good for the lizards in 3. We no longer have to worry
Yeah.
about that.
It's not great for the lizards in 12, though.
Yeah, but lizards are already struggling in 12.
And this is good for Warlord,
To spread sympathy.
because it means that
Fox.
9 is still under Warlord's control, so to speak.
Cool.
I think I would have preferred to see that spread up to
Got
11
ourselves a point.
over 4.
It would be removed on JC's turn immediately.
Right, but you'd steal a card.
Yeah.
You're feeding yourself.
Go ahead and mobilize this card.
I mean, it's a question of priorities, right? Would you rather have the potential revolt, or would you rather have the outrage?
That's fair.
I will use my officer.
Oh, also need to support
Oh.
your martial law. That's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
very
yeah.
good point, Dancy. I didn't think about that.
That will be my
Oh,
turn.
that's the second crossbow hitting the discard there, isn't it?
It is indeed.
Both crossbows now in the discard.
I mean, to be fair, nobody really wants crossbows this game.
Warlord might.
Get rid of stubborn?
Need this ruin.
This is not going to be a super fighty game, I don't think.
That's okay. We'll roll the mob die.
Sucks.
That's also okay. Huh. Whoop. Whoop. Go there. Worst case scenario, we hit bunny, then fox again without a mouse flip. Yeah, that's fine. All right. We'll recruit. We'll get one guy here. Get one guy there. We'll go ahead and anoint a new gentleman up here as the chief rat. Then go ahead and
Remind me, do mobs removing sympathy trigger outrage? Absolutely.
let's
You remove a sympathy token, you trigger outrage. I don't think there's any exception to that.
Nope. Exception to move, but not to remove.
bitter
Yeah.
and wrathful. So, it's gonna be a really good rowdy turn. Kind of have to go stubborn though. Yeah, we'll go stubborn.
Okay, so we apparently are going to fight something.
We'll then
Either that, or we're just afraid of being a little spread thin.
use 2. Drop a stronghold down here with
Cressy doesn't know.
this Sabo. And then we will go ahead and I think we will just advance. Yeah, this is fine. No. We can't drop the not gonna drop a stronghold. Boring. Yeah, we'll craft the Sabo. And so yeah, the command battle has to be here. So I will go ahead and command battle the toast there. Would you like to play an ambush?
No ambush.
All right, that's yours. I'll grab the point.
I like that Sabo craft because
and
Wooden Alliance has been holding onto a card from setup across 2 turns.
then
So while it is sad to not put down that stronghold this turn, I think this is going to pay off in the long run.
Especially because it's Pride Propaganda Bureau.
Or something comparably powerful.
advance.
It's not Corvid Planners, because Corvid Planners is in the decree, right?
Nope.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But it could be Boat Builders or Propaganda Bureau.
Oh, not the roll we wanted.
Then we'll just go ahead and advance back.
Big sad.
Big sad.
Site. We'll go ahead and grab a card in, or grab our oppress point for the night, and then draw. Yeah, it should have been a rowdy turn.
Okay, adjusting outcast again. Goes to unhated bunny. Why does that keep appearing? There we go. Cool. Do I want to
Oh,
perform a
I was trying to
conspiracy?
search the discard pile and it threw the whole thing in. One sec. That's my bad.
Oh, we fixed it.
Uh,
Works out.
I think
It's fine.
I won't do any conspiracies. As much as I'd like to take out a toast, it's not worth it just for one.
No.
Uh,
I definitely think save your accolades.
Daylight.
Worth noting, we could crusade into 12 a couple times if we have enough. We have no bunny cards. Never mind. Never mind.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, that roost is really annoying. Really. And that's one of the key reasons I would have considered that greedy opening we were talking about. Like, sure, it leaves you a little overextended for a couple turns,
One there in Fox.
but you wouldn't have had to worry about losing access to the building slot.
Yeah. I mean, but that's also why I was saying maybe we should also pivot.
Yeah,
And
we also should consider pivoting.
and just maybe recruited a couple in 7 last, like recruited 1 in 7 last turn, so we could recruit 1 in 7 this turn. That's 3 in 7, 4 in 12,
Right.
and the 2 mouse gardens.
I've seen Lizard games lost when a player doesn't get their second slot, and instead of just pivoting,
Yes.
they wait as long as possible in the hopes that the outcast will just line up and save them, and then it doesn't.
Work with your knowns, not your unknowns. Is always how I feel is good.
Antic, yes. The double winners got a bye into the semis. So round 3 is comprised of the losers from the round 2 winners bracket and the winners from the round 2 losers bracket.
Crafting.
Fighting for the death
Craft.
to enter the semifinals.
Cards. And
I need to post an updated schedule on MakeCraft game for the new rescheduled games.
Discard, Boxwork Steel.
Sword. It's nice to know that the outcast count counted that. Oh, look, double sword.
What's
what
up
the
with these
heck
items?
is with items?
Okay. Oh, this is tough.
What is with the lizards and items? They've got this crazy cart, like, item magnet.
Well, what's funny is that like all the fox craftables are just hitting the discard. That's both crossbows, 2 of the 3 swords. We already crafted the hammer.
Okay. 2.
The digital edition keeps track of what cards have been revealed by the lizards. What do you think of that? Is that any different from real life or TTS? You track what they've revealed? Hey, boat builders. All right, that strikes that idea for the Wooden Alliance off. That they've almost certainly been holding Propaganda Bureau in their hand then, right?
Or Corvid Planners.
No, that's the card right above it.
Never mind. It could be, it's either Propaganda Bureau or it could be Coffin Makers, because I don't believe we've seen Coffins. But I don't think Coffins is a worthy card to hold on to.
Yeah, because it's like it's still better than somebody else crafting it, but it hurts you as Wooden Alliance to craft it because it disrupts your ability to organize and recruit in the same turn. Still, Soto, I don't think hidden trackable information is an interesting skill to test in a game that's...
I'll get a piece of paper and just write stuff down.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it's as interesting to not be able to check the discard as it is to be able to check the discard pile, you know?
I think I will craft.
Oh, that is the mouse dom in there, isn't it? I saw it but didn't register it. That's not good for lizards.
That is not good for
Double check.
lizards.
Either put this in move or craft it. 2. 1,
I
2.
feel like we've seen the bunny dump too.
Okay. Yeah.
But I don't.
I'll craft.
Maybe I'm just misremembering.
We haven't seen either it's in a hand or we haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Points.
I think we haven't seen it. Yes, Koyax. Lizards would want to dom swap the mouse dominance.
Makes it easier to score, makes scoring more consistent. And stacking the outcasts more consistent.
Basically, what we're seeing here is a rough start for lizards.
Move bunny. Move wild.
Here's just like, I'll just leave one warrior behind with everything and wander into warlord territory.
I mean, that's despot. You don't have the recruiting to leave your roosts well defended. You just have to hope that people are too busy to deal with you.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you go stubborn.
True. Yep.
Yeah, stubborn putting in work right now.
Yeah.
But
And
what's better, throwing yourself at a stubborn warlord or feeding lizards acolytes? Probably the former.
Yeah.
let's go.
Well, it may not necessarily help you. It does not hurt you later.
You're surprised birds are not building in 7 while I can. Well, true, and that would be a good blocking of lizards. I think
Oh, that's my turn.
We just don't want to feed lizards acolytes right now, and
No sympathy to spread, no revolt.
therefore we had to use our moves getting into 5 and 1.
Just sit here and cry.
Okay, so we did have 2
I'm going to train
supporters.
an officer.
Bunny
There's
dumb.
the bunny dom.
And
I knew I saw it somewhere. I can see through cards. Didn't you know that?
I wish you told me years ago.
And then you question why I'm so bad at games.
with my 2 officers, we're going to recruit twice.
Okay.
No revolt,
Safe
no
turn.
no revolt, no spread is rough. Notably, we didn't hold a card back anymore. So either we gave up on the dream of Propaganda Bureau, or we had been holding on to something else that we no longer felt worth holding on to. Again, the crafting of saboteurs maybe killed the dream.
It's very possible.
Gets burned. We roll the mob die. Ah, there we go. We're changing directions. Oh boy. You want to go punish birds in life, but at the same time, names are good, right?
Yeah, now we have split focus. We want to just go punish birds, but we also want to protect that mob token, pick up an item. You know?
Recruit's not optional.
But it could be a bag.
1 from the stronghold, 2 from the... Oh boy. So if we go down here, I'm gonna have to give you a card, pick up the item. Really want to punch birds. It's like, it's almost non-negotiable. Hey, WA, can we talk for a minute?
Sure.
Can you let that burn down so that I can get an item, and then I can go spend this turn coming around smoking things up top?
I mean, I would definitely like you to hit birds. I'm needing presence on the board if I want to keep up.
No, I hear that, but I don't think you're spreading out of this way either way, because there's going to be martial law in both of these clearings and mobs in both of these clearings. So like,
Yeah, it's tough for me no matter what.
yeah, your way out lies on the other side. So
You know, if I'm JC, I'm like, you want it to burn down so you can respread out to get those points
I'm just
again.
asking if you could have not sent a dude in there and murk the mob.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be moving and battling this game.
All right. And then the suit is
That didn't rule out revolting in 9, I want to point out.
outcast.
That's true.
Grab it.
Specifically said, move and battle.
Hey,
Yeah.
this card out of my hand. Once I'm either way, it looks like. Okay, that sounds good to me.
Wooden Alliance is stuck between a rock and a hard place. Amusingly, we've taken control of the southern bridge, only to be hemmed in on either side.
A bad turn for Rowdy. Birds just recruit twice, throw 1 in battle, and then
This might be a turn for Relentless if we're going after the Eerie.
back again.
It might be.
If we go
Problem is,
Relentless, it's command. Actually,
is
I
it?
don't hate that because it would be command up, advance, battle once, free move back, advance, hit here, free battle on the lizards.
that's not bad.
It's not terrible.
I was gonna say what it does for you kind of depends upon how willing you are to overextend yourself, because it's either giving you some like wonky options up north, or it lets you come back and pretty safely clear out 11.
Yeah, none of this really works out well for.
Oh yes,
Having lizards and Eerie invading the territory is definitely causing problems
You know
on
what
2
I
fronts for
could do?
JC.
and that's what Relentless is great at, is either dealing with 2 small problems in the same place or 1 big problem in the same place.
Mm-hmm.
What it's not good at is dealing with 1 small problem in multiple places.
So the mood cards are adorable.
Lord of the Hundreds is such a terrific design. I think both of the Marauder factions are,
Time in here.
excellently designed
These
factions.
craftables I'm looking for are literally in the trash right now. So
I've discarded them all.
All the crossbows, 2 of the 3 swords, they're gone. So I know where 1 false orders is. So why do I even care about my fox bases at this point?
It's true. Foxcrafting has
Build in mouse if I
tanked
Significantly
in value.
Yeah.
I'd have to give up my 1 mouse card to do that. So yeah, I'm not even sure what I'm looking for with Rowdy. You've got 2 of the coins are accounted for as well. So
And 2 of the T's.
yeah, not exciting. I was just stubborn. Can't go back there.
Uh-oh.
Uh
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Everyone say uh-oh.
Get the Marcana
Several times.
Uh-oh's in chat.
piece out or whatever. What is what's
Electric Eerie.
No.
electric ear?
No.
I don't know what it's
no,
called
no.
for WA.
It's automated alliance.
There it is.
Automated alliance.
Ah.
Less
Y'all
than
still
ideal.
hear me?
We can still hear you.
Okay, good. Okay, good.
You can't hear me, though. I don't know why I said
I don't
it.
know why it kicked me off.
You okay there?
Yep.
You in my other game.
That's really funny. You know, this might actually, I could probably do something cute with Grandiose here. Because then I could advance 1, advance 2, then based on the rolls.
Command.
Yeah, it ends up being the same, but it allows me to preserve other moods. But if I'm going to do that, then there's no reason to really not just go Rowdy and get the extra cards. Yeah, especially if I'm going to lose a card next turn when this burns. So, yeah, let's go Rowdy. And then we will command battle 1. It's going to go
I
Rowdy.
want to point out, we made a deal with the Wooden Alliance to not burn down the Sympathy in 9, sort of contingent on the idea that we were policing birds. And our turn has rapidly turned into clearing out 11 and 4, which is not policing birds.
It's really tempting to loot. But command battle 1 against the lizards. Would you like to play an ambush?
Blizzard crafted an item?
Choose not to use my ambush.
All right, that's fake.
No.
Why would we?
This
That
was a
hurt.
turn.
It's the bag for Eerie,
Ah,
probably.
the bag. Got it.
Nice. What a great time to be
Yeah.
here. I'm playing way too passively.
Okay, there we go. We are going north after all.
And swing on the birds. Would you like to play an
But it looks like
We-
we're coming back.
Yeah, we're definitely coming back.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Wow. Okay,
I feel
cool.
for you.
Last advance back home. Should have just gone. Should have gone. Whatchamacallit? The relentless. Would you like to play an ambush in 11?
Sorry.
Sorry, I'm gonna leave one guy behind. Now I will ask that question of the birds. Would you like to play an ambush in 11?
Attack Cowboy. I don't know it off the top of my head. You can check Makecraft game for the stats because it got round 1 and 2 there.
Kill the bird.
But it's been bad.
I mean, they have a 0% win rate in round 3 so far because they have been in 0 games in round 3 so far.
Yeah, well, that's why round 3 doesn't technically. I don't count win rate until they've actually played a game.
And then,
And yes, they just were on their way to being a full sandbox. Didn't get there though.
2/3 of the way toward a sandbox.
Just for
Yeah,
future reference.
exactly.
Look, I've
It's been pretty bad for the World of the Hundreds this year.
If you aim to hit them over the birds,
Exactly, Nicole. That is what I say.
okay.
Win rate for round 3 is currently undefined.
Yeah.
At the end of this game, it could be 0.
the bird on that second battle. And I appreciate like it wouldn't have made a difference in your point scoring anyway, but
Yes.
yeah. I just need acolytes, and this is the fastest. way to get
No, that's understandable. I'm also worried about the situation where he drops another recruit down, comes in, overrules me, and
Moobot coming in, clutch there.
well, or skips past
Just saying.
and starts farming tokens.
Yep.
More so than building.
Yeah, definitely. Well, the sympathy is not.
Now I want ice cream, Attack Cowboy. Why would you do this to me?
We have no ice cream, I'm sorry.
I'm not too concerned about that.
Why haven't you made ice cream?
Built up a bit of a wall down here, so.
I might make honeycomb after this, because I've been
now,
kind of
the
craving it
alliance
today.
is about to hurt me, so. Anyway.
Okay, attack cowboy. I can't blame that one.
Discard. And conspiracies. I don't think I want to do any conspiracies in Fox.
Fox, not so great.
Not so great.
Do I want to sanctify? Nah. Okay. Skip conspiracies. I will reveal my hands. So I'm going to Dom swap this for that.
Makes sense.
I'll just put straight there
Yep. Just scoring right off the bat.
and score 2 for that. I will
I'd probably use the root T to build and then Master Gravers to score.
that one. And I'll score with Master Engravers.
There you go.
And then I would just put things in Fox to be annoying.
And
You know, one seems like a party. We should join that party.
cool.
I like dropping them here because that locks out these 3 birds from ever leaving.
Yeah,
That's a good point.
he can still. If I put 2 down there, he can still recruit twice into there and move out.
That's a big, yeah, but that's a big ask of him to be recruiting in his back as opposed to his front line.
That's true.
It's true.
So just one would be enough.
So if I put 3 there, just 3 in there, then he can recruit
One time.
just once and then move out.
I just realized that one is the primary colors.
Recruits.
Yeah, that's true. Cool. If I can get
All right. JC successfully talked Moss into the Erie policing, which is great for JC.
This is the second time JC has talked Moss into doing something.
is what
Green is not a creative color.
that's draw back up and craft. Can't craft, so I'll draw 2 cards. No, I'll draw 3 cards. 2, 3.
And now you'll discard the last sword.
That would be hilarious.
And discard Fox Partisans, I think.
All right.
Another Fox craftable.
We're on track. That is another fox craft. We're on track for a hated fox at the moment. We'll see. And JC pointing out in chat more fox craftables right in the trash.
There you go.
Like seeing all these birds in recruit for Despot. That's really going to help keep it sustainable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see. 2, 3.
It is interesting that Levi chose to leave so many birds in 12 because I do think that's going to hurt us in the long run. Just having that lack of warriors.
I don't even think it's about the lack of... It's about the positioning of them. Like, they're not
Yeah.
doing anything for you in 12. Whereas 2 extra warriors out
You
in...
can't-
Fox move.
Wait, what?
You don't
Yeah,
rule the
Yeah, you don't
origin
rule
or
there.
the destination.
Oh, you're right.
That's what they just talked about.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, Magic Zamboni. JC is definitely fighting an uphill battle, which is wild because I think JC was in a really strong spot coming out of like turn 1 or so,
Mhm.
and then just things
The Erie-
turned on a dime.
The Erie really made a turn. What I will say that I find really fascinating
At least.
is that in the current board state, lizards are in the best position.
I'm not convinced Wooden Alliance isn't in a great position.
They're a bit hemmed in.
I think if Wooden Alliance revolts in 9, they have...
They're still hemmed in.
Sure, but they can pretty easily move into 4 clearings that way.
Mm-hmm.
There's mob tokens in 2 of them to sustain that every turn.
That's a good point.
Dan's asking Guerric, would you have gone for a turn 1/3 clearing a press with that open space also? I would have considered it. I wouldn't have done it so unsafely the way JC did.
I probably would have done the bunny clearing in the corner. I'd probably do clearing 10 over clearing 1.
That's agreed.
I don't even hate clearing 1. I think it was odd that we didn't bring an extra warrior from 11 to 1. which still could have risked getting wiped out. But
Okie doke.
Nickel, we currently have 2 officers for the Woodland Alliance.
And I believe I need to bring one more into that battle. So I might as well just do that.
sounds like lizards are going to be gaining some acolytes this
Wild
turn.
Mouse, bunny.
Interesting we didn't choose to save those warriors.
That works.
Okay.
5 would be better, but we've only had a base for 1 turn.
Going to battle.
Roll for it.
Or 2 turns now, actually.
What?
All we needed.
So for
Not giving the lizards any acolytes.
No, I thought we the way we were talking, I thought we were about to battle lizards, but we didn't.
Well, we have a huge problem emerging. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. Yeah, this is a little scary right here.
Yeah, it just means the turn roll in 3 turns.
Sure, after gaining
like it to be
9 points,
But-
losing
in mouse.
6.
6, gaining 5 on that turn, so gaining 8 points.
Mhm.
Oh man.
It's only 8 points.
Hey, look,
Trail.
we revolted in 9, just like we all knew.
I really have no other choice at this point. I need more cards, and I need more officers, and
I just need more everything.
Stopping me from just walking in there and inciting on it manually. What?
Nothing. But this is what I've got.
that I'll just figure
Just
it out
sad.
from there. But it is what it is. If you couldn't spread your mob to 8, and I would have the same problem. So
Yeah.
That's not an inaccurate argument.
They are in a tough spot.
Yeah, I think we all
I'm honestly surprised JC didn't expect this.
collectively.
MonteCristo's phrasing was precise enough to be revealing, right?
yep. Well, I will not spread sympathy. I will
Interesting.
train an officer.
Ooh, an ambush hitting the discard.
And I will mobilize a card.
Toast is dangerous to trust.
I don't know. It's not even about trust. It's like,
Well, they said they wouldn't. They said they wouldn't fight it,
they said they would not move and battle it.
And
which is very specific wording, which you should have caught.
That's what I'm saying.
But
If Wood
we
Alliance...
trusted that meant they wouldn't remove it.
Right.
we're going to move. I mean, recruit, sorry. Move.
As for whether or not Wood Alliance should actually be doing this,
Guys.
I'm sympathetic to the idea that it's hurting rats while they're down and we could have had a more amicable relationship with them. But I also think it's very true what MonteCristo said, that if we're going to start making like mutually assured destruction threats, it goes both ways, and there's no leverage from the Wood Alliance's side that rats won't follow through on that threat in 8 instead of 9 if 9 doesn't happen. Like, what's...
I will say, though, this is very good for the lizards because now 12, 7, and 3 are non-threats.
We will roll the money.
Yeah.
And see, look, it would have gone into 8.
Spread. So that'll go here.
Do we have a possible plan to deal with?
Because certainly there's a world where JC is friendly and says, hey, Wood Alliance, I won't follow into 8, and it all works out fine and dandy. But it also could have just as easily been, hey, Wood Alliance, I think it's better for everyone if we wipe you off the map and you pop up in Erie's back line. That's just better for table balance.
And then I get dunked on, so I don't think we can collectively work together to stop birds, so we can just all crabs in a bucket ourselves to 18 points.
I think the thing that worries me the most is actually the mob tokens, because they can just build, lose a roost, and that just keeps them building.
Yeah,
That's a very good point.
we're not gonna turmoil them on build. Like we just kind of have to Stone Age them, I think. But again, action economy would have been helpful for that.
And even if Jace, just really quick, coming back to the kind of Woodland Alliance Warlord feud, even if JC had promised to say spread into 10 over 8, if the mob die decides to roll bunny repeatedly, we don't have control over that.
Yeah.
Well, if I could get a mouse outcast, sure.
I think we're gonna go mouse outcast. No, I'm gonna push it. What? No, see, I feel like oh man.
I can't do it unless you do that.
But
it's interesting. The minute we get to mouse outcast, that is an 8-point turn for V.
Then if you don't craft the T's, then
for the
so if I leave the
Lizard Cult
foxes, you can craft those T's.
No.
On mouse.
Or yeah, sorry. If I don't move the suit to foxes, you can craft some T.
You
can say no.
I can say no.
Yeah.
It's just like I'm just wondering how much of a benefit it's going to be in the long run.
Are we out of warriors in the bag?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Right?
No.
We have 6 more.
The recruit works out in my favor. Not.
I think it was 3 and 11 and 1 and 4.
We can delete this entire thing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll definitely craft at least 1 T.
Okay.
1 T is enough because we're not going over a threshold with 2.
Regretting ditching Master Engravers now.
I'm regretting not just walking in here and
picking rats.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good you didn't because you would have been exploded on.
City all around.
We would have removed the sympathy.
It's fair.
Why should they have recruited 4, Presida?
What a.
They did. It was 3 and 11 and 1 and 4.
Where I can.
They just did them in different bursts.
Oh, you know how I could force it to mouse? This would be.
Take out that base.
I can force it to mouse and still build.
You're gonna take out that base.
Yeah, I can build and then. Oh no! I can't incite and then because I'd have to give him the mouse card.
And that would be a turn delay as well. So
yeah. So let's see what we can do. All right, got to get a new mood. Get some cool moods out here.
I want to go bitter apparently, but.
You're just gonna leave the birds alone?
I don't know what you want me to say to you. Your words are lies and poison. Like,
Magic Zamboni, they
guess we say
Magic Zamboni saying that JC maybe wishes that they had turtled more in the early game. I think that's a trap in its own way because we've seen a lot of Warlord games in this tournament where they don't push for scoring early on and then they just
struggle scoring late.
Right, they just stall out as the map fills up and it becomes impossible to score. I think it's just a balancing act.
I think it's too hard.
I
think that the closest thing is going to be mouse, I think, but we need to basically lock up these 3 clearings.
Well, you can just over-recruit in this clearing so that he can't exit. And then if I lock up these 2 clearings, but it's going to be really easy for him to then just, like, if I move my army out of here, he can just skip down, get to mouse that way.
That's true.
So...
But if Warlord pivots into 5 and 6, maybe you can get the Eerie to crash into 9 and 8.
Battles there. Battle and then
Chupin Hui, last year's win rate was exceedingly inflated. We were saying it all the time last year that
and then park here.
The win rate was inflated because rats are easy to pick up and do well with, and people were not familiar how to play against them.
I think I might just have to...
So in no way was the 41% win rate.
I really wanted this to be
where rats' win rate should be per se.
I also don't think the 14% is accurate either.
That's probably a little low, but I wouldn't perceive the drop as being anything more than the win rate.
Player familiarity.
The win rate settling to a more accurate position.
Or free
I mean, in a perfect world with 10 factions, everyone's win rate should be 10%, right?
Do you want to let's roll that back real quick?
That not how that works?
No, because it's
No, I know. I'm teasing you.
yeah.
It's not crafted.
I know that's not how stats works.
Um,
25%. Or I guess with 5-player games, 20%. It's like 20 to 25.
Yeah.
with advance, birds, would you like to play an ambush?
You have Oh, what were your command actions?
I only have the one command action. It was to move a single rat into 10.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Are we relentless?
See what we get.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Nice!
There's a big roll.
Making up ground. All right, I'll use the relentless bonus battle against you. Would you like to play an ambush?
Nope.
All right.
Do it.
That's 1 for me. I'll yoink a point.
That definitely feels a lot better.
The difference between 1 and 2 is nothing, so we might as well just bring everybody.
No,
ahead and-
leave one. Be 1 and 3.
Get 3.
Leave
How wonderful would that be?
one behind.
We'll prowess everyone over here. Would you
Ow!
grab it?
Nope.
All
All
right.
right. Got it.
Another 1. I'll get another point. And then the most you could field would be 4 2 battles. That's a very easily assassinated warlord.
Did we craft another powers item? Did I miss that?
We have relentless.
Oh, I see. We can move back.
Think long term though.
Okay, I like that.
Then we'll use the bonus move to go back.
I think I like that.
Go into evening. We will not incite. We will oppress for 2. In retrospect, actually, it did make sense to craft.
Is it worth
Is
leaving
it-
a bunch of rats here to try and stop him from building, or is he just can he just walk through?
He can walk through. Even if I left 4 there, he would recruit twice here. He could pull out. He could.
Well,
he
I
get
I could put a few more.
You could put a
lizards in
few more there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just that the only way for me to get this other point would be to go leave my warlord completely naked.
Yeah.
I
I think you got to be a little conservative here.
If you spend the other thing you can do on top of that is you can also sanctify one of his roosts upcoming.
I was considering that.
Yeah.
I hate it. For the
I
3.
hate it
3
too, but he is so far ahead.
Yeah, I know.
And so, all right, I think I'll keep that configuration. Did I score it? So it was 2 points for roosts and then 2 points for the oppress. I'll grab a card. Still not the card I'm looking for, and we'll go to evening.
Okay. So going mouse unhated.
Oh, we can't even convert the roost. We don't have enough acolytes.
Still only got-
No, we don't.
Or
That-
sanctify.
That one battle in 11 being a 0-0 low-key sucked for lizards.
Yes.
Could sanctify that, and that would.
You cannot, sir.
Would that turmoil him on move?
Yeah, it would.
Wait,
Dude.
but you only have 2 acolytes and it's not hated.
Correct. Never mind.
Oh no.
I was sort of thinking about it because I thought I was going to lose a lizard there, but
Oh.
no,
Yeah.
I'm not sanctifying.
We could crusade.
Uh,
We could crusade in 12 to thin those warriors.
Well,
That's not nothing.
crusade.
Oh.
I mean, I could crusade from mouse, but not from fox.
yeah. Yeah, I don't think a crusade or a convert's necessarily worth it here.
If you crusade from 7 to 2,
Yeah.
you actually prevent them from saving those 3 warriors.
That would be interesting.
1, 2.
This is a fun, like, ooh, what can we do here?
Crusading from 7 to 2 could be fun. Potentially gets us a point.
Potentially gets us a point, makes Erie's life a bit more difficult.
Yeah, spend these 2 to crusade one guy from here to here.
Ooh.
Similar thing.
And
I don't like this as much though because they can recruit in 12 to get out now.
No, I'm
Oh wait, no, they can't. They can never roll. Never mind.
I still would rather just leave it a little more defended.
Like to see.
Nice.
But it worked out very nicely. I'd rather thin 7 than 12 because I think eventually we maybe lose this and double up in 12 anyway.
I'm wondering if we don't have the ability to recruit and we want to keep martial law there though.
That could be. That's a good point.
I will.
No, we can very much recruit there.
This T.
I have all 3 Ts.
No, sorry. I'm going to discard that to take the Dom and
We have all 3 Ts.
We do.
I will use
This man had all the Ts.
Fox.
I'm not sure I feel about building in Fox.
No, I'm not going to build. I don't need to build.
Yeah, it's not going to get us anything, and we're not even close to finding a second foothold.
It would be pretty much just to gum up that corner,
Let's do acolytes.
which is not nothing.
It's not nothing, but I think I'd rather be more annoying in other places.
Yeah.
Hello.
And we'll put one guy down there.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Magic Zamboni. That was a two-pronged attack that I think Despot's gonna have a bit of trouble coming back from.
And this is why I was not convinced that things were as dire for JC as chat was saying.
No.
With mouse in a sack.
Because, you know, the answer to Despot was just
Mouse for 2 points.
for people to do something about it.
Okay, so this is actually where I would argue against scoring with Mouse in a Sack, because we're going to be down to 4 cards at the end of this turn if we craft both Ts. And so I would actually, this is like the one time I would argue for sandbagging.
Just one.
That's fair.
I normally never argue for that, but this is the one time I might.
And
I've been thinking about it. Do I want to do an 8-point turn or just the 6-point turn? I think here the 6-point turn is better.
I will craft. Whoops.
Crafting the ambush.
Magical. Because we won't get an opportunity necessarily to craft the Ts again, but we can always score again.
Actually, no, not that T.
Only 1 T.
I like.
I would prefer crafting 2 Ts and not scoring the bag
Yeah.
than this way.
Agreed.
I can do that.
Agreed.
That's 2 points. And draw 3 cards.
Yeah,
One.
because we might not have an opportunity to craft ever again. I may never go back to Mouse being an outcast.
Right.
And you just,
And
it's better this, yeah.
It's possible for us to lose our ability to craft that from Fear of the Faithful or something. And then maybe eventually the deck recycles and somebody else crafts it.
We
Have
do
you seen
have
the size of the ears on these meeples? I have to listen to what you say.
Is crafting 2 times T too greedy, giving rats a 4th prowess? Maybe.
I thought T was a command item.
No, it's a prowess.
Oh!
That's why it's so good.
We do.
Okay, actually that is a good argument against it.
Not
can-
necessarily. Not without going through and ending my hand.
Not without overextending and losing a lot of oppression.
Yep.
So I suggest we switch targets for a second here.
I really appreciate whoever's in front is the
We'll
problem.
win the Lions. But these lizards are a problem. They're going to be scoring 4 points a turn, along with crafting. Just a second.
I did craft the T for the Warlord.
Yeah. That was all we agreed.
4 points a turn is still 5 turns till win. Just say.
Cool.
Oh boy. Yeah. No. What are you thinking that you're doing on your turn?
You're
You're just
I
gonna
need
smack
to...
into one of their gardens.
Yeah, I was thinking either this one or this one.
Yeah.
I also need access to maybe this corner clearing.
It's a lot of asks.
But yeah, we do need to hit the gardens first. I think giving acolytes probably necessitates that.
You look like you have thoughts on your face.
I'm trying to let them talk, but I do have thoughts.
I can't kill a garden this turn because I've only got 1 battle. Okay, so I gotta recruit.
Did you already put the cards in your decree?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Magic Zamboni, I think my only hesitation as JC would be that
But Fox is
they're constantly policing everybody, but what are they doing for themselves?
looking a little crazy.
Exactly. I wouldn't want to do all the heavy lifting, and that's what it sounds like. It's like, I only want attack, so I need you to heavy lift on this.
So the table was kind of negotiating a two-pronged attack. Levi was trying to prop up lizards as the threat and convince rats to help. JC was non-committal about how they were going to help,
Mhm.
but
Well, if I want to
but Levi was
this spot, I need.
trying to negotiate that.
Yeah, I think the Fox Dom just hit the decree.
It did, yeah. That is a yikes.
Luckily, we have at least one Dom to work with.
Yeah. It is, yeah, the mouse one's still the one that hurts, because mouse is the clearing we're doing things in, fox is not.
Yeah.
It's just gonna work out. Okay. 4. I've only got 4 birds here. That is really bad.
I would not remove that one from 5. I guess we might have to. For the bunny move.
Yeah.
But that was our safety build, I think.
I mean, Erie's in a tough spot now.
Yeah. Undeniably. Like I said before, I thought everyone was in a tough spot except for lizards. Although Warlord is proving me wrong on that.
Yeah, Warlord was in a precarious position, but not a bad position. And I still don't think Wooden Alliance is really in a bad position.
I think I need a turn to rebuild. Kind of sucks.
I don't think that the Wooden Alliance is going to be willing to fight that battle, Magic Zamboni.
For these moves too. Unless I just stick around here. Can I do that? Let's see. Mouse, bunny, wild.
I'm not convinced anything's great for the lizards yet. Give it a couple turns.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
I think their position could easily be toppled, but I think they're in a good position as it stands right now.
I can't tell if we are falsely propping up lizards as a threat to divert heat from ourselves as Levi,
or if we truly believe they're
if we truly believe it. If we're just trying to divert heat, then things are fine. But if the table's actually thinking lizards are needing like some immediate response.
Okay.
Well, with this action, we don't think the lizards need immediate response.
Well, Levi was saying that.
Well, Levi just fought in 5.
Levi was saying he couldn't do it this turn, not that he didn't think it was necessary.
Gotcha. I mean, we could have just battled in 12.
For 2 points.
We could have built in 5, no problem, and battled in 12 just to start the thinning.
We could have.
Okay.
Cat, I'm gonna need that arm.
Wow.
No, you don't.
I cannot revolt. Naturally. I cannot spread sympathy.
Oof, 3 supporters and no spreads.
I will
Rough.
craft these coins.
Coincraft is nice.
Coincraft is nice, also terrifying.
To get myself in a halfway decent spot. Going to mobilize and mobilize. And then with my officers,
Yes, they did, Dance.
going to recruit.
I'm sorry.
And
I know
then
what I did, but I'm sorry.
Move, organize. And
Yeah, that's why I wasn't sure you wanted to do that.
It's fine. It was more wheeze than anything.
and draw 3 cards. That's all for me.
So the lesson in why I had a card that I wanted to craft, but it wasn't relevant this coming turn. Now I'm gonna have to give it away for no good reason. That'll raise, so that'll burn. I'll pick up a point. This will enter into your supporter stack.
Thank you very much.
Over the morrow. That's a very
Go ahead. Roll that die. If it's rabbits, I leave the game.
Not rabbit.
not leaving the game.
Oh god, I have a legal fox spread too.
It's not like we wanted it to be rabbit.
Yeah, I don't have a card to sit on that base. I guess I have a card to sit on this base. Yeah.
Get a life.
Let's do it this way.
We are her life.
Need a new move. Oh, sorry. I need to recruit. It's an essential component to this faction. One up here. One up here. One to each of my towers. Yeah, then I think we go stubborn. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is force preservation really that important right now? Maybe not.
Magic Zamboni to incite on that base and then camp on it to ensure the incite follows through.
We'd have to have 2 cards though, because we'd have to give one up for the
And that's what JC's saying, is they don't have the cards to do that.
Rowdy. Yeah, rowdy.
Sounds like we're talking ourselves into it.
With such certainty. 2 cards. Yeah, I don't even know what I'm fishing for at this point.
I know.
Okay. We'll go ahead and let's see.
Need a bath cat.
I think we'll start by it's gonna go hated mouse. You have no acolytes though. That lets you craft the other tea, which is a problem.
So the other team would.
I don't think we're denying you that tea though. That's unlikely to happen.
We could spend this turn clearing out our clearings, getting rid of the lizards out of them, and pick up a tea from a loot in the process. We didn't go wrathful to eat our cake and have it too by looting and removing.
Yeah.
But it could still be a solid turn. We could take advantage of Eerie while they're down for the cardboard.
In defeat.
Tough choice.
Yeah, it's between route.
All right, we couldn't go wrathful anyway.
If I just command battle that.
I was mostly just saying we weren't wrathful. But yeah, you're right, we couldn't.
Prowess.
I guess she's just sitting there staring at you.
I know.
If I do that, then we go stubborn. Just feeding acolytes to the lizards. So if I go totally crazy, command, prowess, and then I do have a mouse card. But then it's going to go hated mouse unless I could also somehow discard a bunny or a fox card. Which I could do by building in this clearing as I pass through. Right?
Yeah, Zamboni,
If I only had prowess, it would be...
I don't know that it's a good idea per se.
Garden to incite on it without...
Eerie are still
This way, 1, 2.
far enough ahead in points that if they are allowed... If the table just ignores Eerie for a while, Eerie are still in a pretty great spot.
And
Like, certainly Eerie are down, but they're not out. And so for that reason, turmoiling Eerie...
Stampeding in a really boring fashion.
Well, I don't think it should be like a priority. I also don't think it should be off the table. If we think about what that's doing to the ecosystem,
Let's go...
I don't know that Despot is helping against lizards or Wooden Alliance in any
That would be
way that's beneficial to Warlord. We can consider that if Erie's going to pivot into Charismatic on a Turmoil, that's not great for JC, because then Erie can actually fight rats with some militant force. But it also could go the other way and mean that the two team up to take out the insurgent factions.
Prowess back.
And rehab, there has been one bird ambush
Spent,
discarded.
but not used, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think we've seen any. We've not had any
Up here.
And there's none in the there's none in the decree.
that I can see.
What am I saying? You don't have any acolytes. This is not a problem. Yeah. Okay, cool. Then it's probably just going to be Rowdy. Keep looking for cards. They're actually
Fox and Lizard Hand sounds right. I do think I remember
Yeah,
seeing...
there's the fox ambush and the lizard hand. You're right.
Right, because I joked about us crafting it when we pulled it out with the tea.
Then we would have, what could I potentially hit? Okay, yeah, there's good stuff in there. We'll go Rowdy. And with that, no craft. We will we'll go ahead and loot the lizards down in 4. Would you like to play an ambush?
No.
All right, please don't kill my friends.
Cat, get your butt out of the way. 2-1.
Senseless.
So we lose 1, and we successfully loot the tea, which gives us our 3rd prowess.
Then
Fitting 1 action for 2 actions is pretty good.
Do we almost want to make sure it stays hated mouse or stays mouse just so this way we can get the second T?
It's a maybe. JC was talking like the tea was a problem.
Oh no, it was looting. Never mind.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and.
But even if it is a problem with its benefits. And I'm not convinced it's a problem.
All right.
Get your butt. Every time I reached over, her butt went whoop.
That's a really rough roll for the Erie.
That is. If we follow through, we can kind of soft lock Erie.
Then we'll go.
Yeah.
And 3 prowess.
I don't know that I would.
2 and 3 is negligible, so
This is a big decision if we follow through.
prowess everyone over here, or yeah, not prowess, but advance over here and hit the birds. Would you like to play an ambush? In
Here we go.
Can I convince you not to do this?
Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah, I turmoil and move if you do this.
Yeah, part of that is selfishly me thinking that if you switch to either charismatic or commander, you're going to be in a spot to spring out of here and just start wailing on lizards.
Yep. See?
But yeah, it's also like, and I know I've been on the receiving ends of a rat ball before. I know it's not fun. Some of it is just like I don't have the economy to get to here. So unfortunately, like roosts defended by 1 bird are just.
I mean, chat, you say this is too much.
I'm trying to
Look at the scoring tempo rats are on. They're going to continue to be on a terrible scoring tempo with Lizards and Wooden Alliance both denying a press. And again, with Erie slowing them down. Like Rad's game is about doing this to people.
Yes.
So that they buy enough turns to win.
Yes.
I'm neither convinced that I can take care
Over the morrow.
So
Yeah, I'm
would you
pretty
like-
handicapped at the moment.
yeah.
Like, this is brutal for Levi. I'm not convinced it's the wrong move.
That'll be 1 each, and then rat has to come off.
We have 1 more?
And I'll use the last
Yeah.
command to
Advance.
roost.
But yes.
Yep.
Could loot the bag here.
Yes, Elevars.
Not too bad, honestly.
Well, that's only because these
That could have been a free loot.
they were a one-time
So we'd probably want to go charismatic just because it doesn't have a required move, right?
2.
Yeah, we basically either
we can't go commander because move in battle is a thing. We can't move.
Yeah, sorry. We have to charismatic, and we have to fight our way out.
Yeah, like the other two have move is a requirement, so
Yes,
it
yes,
has to be
yes.
charismatic, right?
Yeah.
This will proc the reshuffle. That's what I'm talking about. Finally, bird cards to give to the WA when they strike on me.
But yeah, worth pointing out, we did miss.
Ooh.
JC did miss a chance to loot the bag and also remove the roost in the same battle. JC maybe didn't want to because it would have lost us a terrific mood, Relentless. But
Danzy also just pointed out a very good point that the Mouse Dom is now no longer locked up.
that is a good point. But it's also coming at the cost of Lizard's Mouse Garden.
Good point.
Alliance on the other.
And you have birds inside of you.
I'm
not too worried about the birds now.
personally, I think that JC made the right move here, and I think this is exactly the sort of thing
Yeah.
that will upheave the game state in a way that rats can take advantage of.
Like, okay, what?
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah.
As lizards. Oh wait, they don't have any acolytes. Never mind.
Yeah.
Move into
Convert?
somewhere else.
Yeah. Yep.
And like, Fox is just not an option.
Over the Mar, that's exactly what I was thinking. Is do we battle 12 just to save the guard, just to force them to show up somewhere else?
That'd be fun. We can't, but it'd be fun.
So, what do I do? Other than just score as many points as I can before I get.
Bad.
Yeah, if we could have sanctified that roost to trigger a new roost, that would have been a really fun and cool move.
And I think that JC did take that into consideration when
Yeah.
seeing they had no acolytes.
Yeah, they were talking about the lack of
Hey,
acolytes.
look, it's the other ambush.
To take Bunny Dom, discard that for 2 points. Might as well score. See, I'm actually not all that convinced about crafting tea.
You don't have to.
I know I don't have to, because it's just an extra advance for the Warlord.
You probably should not do that.
Well, but he's thirsty for points, both figuratively and literally.
Mm.
It's
I mean, if you are scoring max, trying to just get max points right here, it is a tough dilemma of do I just craft
you
the
could
tea?
also just score the tea to ensure that it's gone.
But why not? But ¿por qué no los dos?
Reshuffle.
Yeah. See, the other thing,
Sorry, I was just noticing my hair's on the
birds in Alliance.
Yeah, my hair's long.
I don't think are particularly concerned about the Warlord getting tea. Alliance may even prefer it because it means you can move into clearing.
Would you craft loam and tea?
Depends on our other 3 cards.
For them right now.
Yeah.
So they would.
And we've gotten to the point where we don't just put our entire hand on the table.
At that point, I'm like, why?
We know we've got the fox ambush,
Mm-hmm.
Now the reshuffles happen.
so we just need one other
The
card.
reshuffles happen so that tea can be floating around now.
Yeah. Well, there's 2 teas floating around now.
Oh.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's track.
You did put 2 teas back into
The
rotation.
Warlord being unstoppable if he's got 4 advance.
Yeah. No,
I'm
I
gonna
definitely
be
am as
kneecapped.
well.
What'll
I'm-
is kind of
And the crossbows are back in rotation as well.
This is not the lineup of 4 prowess.
And the swords.
And, like 4 prowess is 4 prowess, but like
I mean 4 prowess, yeah. that's-
missing bitter and wrathful is
This
I
would
would
be
think
beautiful
any
if this
item
was
at 4
a crossbow.
yeah. Well, yeah. if you craft the crossbow, I'll weep. Like, won't even hesitate
By the way, I just discarded Loam for 2 more
for
points.
2. Yeah. Oh boy, this is. I feel for you. Like this is the most precarious lizard situation to be in because like
Yeah.
you look like you're doing really well and you feel like you're doing really well, but
But you're not.
I reckon I can
No.
do 1 more turn out, and then I'll probably just stall around 20,
Yeah.
21.
but I think you've put enough distance between me and birds.
That is not enough distance.
And like as long as you maintain this martial law here, and we can't crack your gardens without also breaking the martial law, then yeah, it's interesting. I like your position, but I wouldn't want to be in it.
I'll reveal that again. It's the same ambush I've been showing all game.
Okay. It's why I didn't go into this clearing.
Um, where am I going to put this guy?
Boss, gotta love JC for doing the table talk for him. It's
I
like,
mean,
look, even another
JC's
player agrees I'm not in a great position.
JC's handling all the table talk for everybody and all the commentary for us.
It's perfect. JC just covers it.
I just need JC in every game.
I will say I wouldn't mind seeing a Lord of the Hundreds win here, considering how none of them we had in round 2.
It would be cool to see. I still.
You can do some damage. And
I'm still not convinced Rats pull it off yet, but I think they're in a better position now than they were.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'll reveal the T. Put one more in here.
I might have put that in 12 just because we know they're coming for 12.
Yeah, I would maximize our gains from 12 unless we're explicitly going to try and let Erie out.
For viewers at home, you've probably kept track of what that was from previous turns.
Nah, I'm not.
Dan's absolutely not. I need every game to be non-stop chat. No, I mean I don't actually care. I'm joking around.
It just depends on how much we'd feel like talking or not too. Like it's just like we feed off the players.
I mean the reality is if the game's too talkative, it's difficult to commentate.
Okay, there we go.
And then I feel dumb just sitting here like a goober in the corner. It's like, hey guys, I'm here too.
Get your little like dunce hat thing, like, you know, he's in
Like
the punishment corner.
cartoon fox, like a pie pulling me by the nose forward towards the nearest clearing with one lizard in it.
I'm gonna draw 3 cards. 2.
I think with the discard, I don't totally hate the T-craft, especially because I think it's very possible for Warlord to get to 4 prowess without it.
I think
Cards in the group.
Lizard's best shot in this game is to just race as hard as they can.
I agree.
Yeah.
We're gonna go out. Might as well go out with a bang. You in a staring contest?
Yes.
Okay. Turn 1.
You summoned her. This is your fault.
Okay, so that's -6.
Oh,
Brutal. Brutal.
All of that stuff missed the reshuffle. It's so good. For you. Bad for a hungry rat. Oh, this changes the whole suit calculus.
It does change the whole suit calculus.
Oops. Okay.
They're going to be underneath your thing. We might have to have... Actually, let me see.
What?
Oh, did they just go?
What are you
I
talking
thought I
about?
saw them like slide under the retinue or decree holder.
What are you looking for?
No, the 2 mouse cards, but they're in here now.
Oh, okay.
It's because it went from 5 to
Okay.
3.
I will.
please tell me that that's locked.
I hope so.
See. I'm gonna go.
You should just message them being like, can you confirm that the
We'll get there when we get there.
okie dokie.
Yeah, lizards. I don't know. I have
This
to.
is gonna be a
kinda
little
keep
hard for
you
me to
on
see
my
now.
next turn. I only have
Yeah,
choice.
that's
Zamboni's saying if Lizards stand back, then Levi would probably rather go for Rats, but if they race, then Levi hits Lizards and Rats win, maybe? I think Levi has to hit Lizards regardless. So
Because we're
Lizards
locked
may
in.
as well get as much value as possible while they can.
Yeah, we're getting hit no matter what.
Right. Lizards are trapped in there with Erie,
Let's see, we've got
not the other way around.
everywhere.
Dan's asking, would you save a mouse card for Suited Mouse Battle, or do you think Suited Battle isn't worth it?
Suited battle could potentially lead to a turmoil again.
It could, particularly in Mouse. The Wooden Alliance base maybe saves it, but I don't know. It would honestly just depend upon what other cards we had in hand.
Fox.
We got some spreading. Ooh, we spread into 4. Interesting.
We'll spread sympathy.
Oh, I guess we can get to 10 now.
Yeah.
Bunny.
Yeah,
Coffin
the
Maker's
Coffin
hitting
Makers.
discard.
Going to mobilize and mobilize.
But yeah, I think if Lizards can get up to like 24,
She just tried to bite it.
get up to like 24, 26 on their next turn before they get walloped by Erie trying to fight their way out and maybe like more from other sides, more fronts. I think that puts them in a good position to
Organize.
be in contention for victory.
Yeah, those sympathy are going to get burned, but they are also going to provide sympathy cards.
Right. If you can put out some sympathy that stays, and also put out some sympathy on mob tokens, that is a great way to still like work your way up the sympathy track, but also guarantee outrage burns. It's a bit like cats, where you want that ebb and flow of spreading but also losing, just to keep the engine going.
Because, fun fact, if no one removes any sympathy from the board, she's in a bitey mood.
Yeah.
If no one removes any sympathy from the board, the Woodland Alliance don't have it on sympathy alone.
Move.
I mean, granted, they'll be very easy to craft things at that point, but...
Sorry, that was move, organize, recruit, move.
Yes,
Thank you.
that is correct.
Were we thinking we're going to lose 8 and setting up to explode in 3?
Evidently. Yeah, that's interesting.
And end my turn.
It
Huh.
Yeah. So my score, obviously, I'm out in front. I realize that, but my
You are.
scoring is still pretty steady.
Mhm.
There's no more tea to craft. I could craft coins, but I don't
There
have coins in my hand,
Points.
and you can control the outcast.
We can.
I'd say, in terms of actual rate of scoring, Woodland Alliance is about at the same position as I am,
Yes.
possibly even further ahead.
WA is in a scary rate of scoring, which is why I think what I'll do.
These will go immediately.
Well, he can revolt here to avoid that and pick up.
It's your turn.
That would be
They're raising.
raise.
Yeah, they just.
Oh, I go.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, the timing of this is awful because I'm not ready to part with these cards.
Apologies.
No, it's okay. Now I can't go park on the lizards. Oh no. That's terrible. Let me count this out.
Interesting.
I owe you a fox card.
And a bunny
And a
card.
rabbit card.
This and a rabbit card. All things that I had hoped of one day like crafting myself. There's an edge case where I want this card. No. This messes with lizards if I can ever craft it. Man, give me 1 second because this will actually lock in.
Quickly addressing the mouse in 3 before we move on too far from it. I'm of two minds of it. It's either a reactionary play to JC talking about camping on 8 last turn, or it's just guaranteeing we have a connection through 3 for spreading into 7 and then 2 in the future.
Cool. These are your.
If it's not one of those things, I don't know what it is.
Thank you.
Besides maybe crafting?
I could,
Maybe we want a coins craft?
but then I lose.
Alright, I convinced myself of a third thing.
What if I just go here?
We know it's not coffin makers, because coffin makers just hit the discard.
So yeah, we could be just
Birds
gearing up for a second coins craft, because we did the first coin crafts.
Out, which should be.
Also, you got to roll the dice.
Oh no. Well, this is just going to depress me. Yep, it's rabbit. Which
Is feasible.
ends the mob game unless I lavish away the hammer. That's awful. So cool. Let's get our 3 guys out. 3 guys to the warlord. That kind of changes what I'm gonna do.
Can you cover this while I grab a drink?
Sure. Grab me some
That
cheese.
actually changes
Cheese?
a lot.
Like a string
3
cheese?
guys to the
Yeah.
warlord. 1 to each stronghold.
It's just me now.
Need a new mood. Running out of rats. Do I just lavish to get the hammer back so that I can get some mobs?
I messed
Or
up.
am I content with this kind of ugly looking?
Nope.
Let's see. 1, 2. If it goes hated mouse, what can you?
I am doing well, Zanzi. Thank you. I just messed up the cameras, but I'm doing well.
I guess you're.
Yeah.
I'm about to get some.
Yeah, I'm like doing the math. Like what?
Rehab just string cheese.
Rabbit.
It's just like a snack.
I think you want to go on foxes because I've left these mob tokens here and the only double foxes.
Worst I can, but yeah, it's hitting my game to
I already messed up one of your cameras.
play out. But
Yay!
what I can do is
I couldn't remember if it was control or shift.
and make
That's
it
weird.
harder for you to score. But honestly, your score
Watermelon?
good right now.
I need to get that.
Can I try
I
some?
need to get back on regularly having 3 clearings instead of 2. So
Hmm. But I'm just saying, yeah, like Fox is. I hate Fox right now.
That is sour for me.
I'm gonna waste a command.
That's a problem. Control is set and shift is move.
Which camera did you ruin?
Or I put it back.
Oh.
Yeah, the other problem is like Lavish doesn't really do much for me because I've already have a large number of warriors, and like all I'd be doing is just trying to get an extra action, which I really don't care about. So command 1
Ah!
down,
Over the Mario, I will remember it that way, though.
get the 4th prowess, and then prowess 1, prowess 2, prowess 3, prowess 4, and that would be potentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clearings. It's not ideal. It's not ideal.
That one's actually pretty sour for me. I don't like it.
It's pretty sour.
6 supporters.
It tastes more of real watermelon flavor than I expected. I thought it'd be like candy watermelon flavor.
It's gonna give you 4
No, it's very real watermelon and very sour.
unhated mouse. Oh shoot, you could just 4 acolytes. You could just convert their base if you were truly worried about WA. You could do that. But I don't think you will, even though I do think you are. Your concern is
Well, I'm
genuinely
not
merited.
gonna sanctify his base if I can't put some lizards in there first, because
Well, you'll have 4 acolytes, so you could convert 2 toast and then sanctify.
yeah, but it's still not. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but no one's getting to you because birds.
It
are
is
gonna
right
fly up
next
there.
to. It is
Yeah.
right next to you, guy.
Yeah. Because I can't. I overrule. What's the alternative? I go this way. Birds can just wail on me if I go that way.
I wouldn't necessarily walk into the bird ball.
If I pop one of your gardens,
Well,
do birds pop the other? I'm
didn't mean to
still
say
scoring
that.
3 points. I do.
If
think
I
it's
did.
fair and raising the concern.
and watermelon.
WA, they're going to be scoring 2, 4, 7 points with a successful next turn. Gets them to 20. That's in striking distance, but I don't really have a way of stopping that.
What turn are we on?
We are on turn 6.
That's unfortunate.
So wouldn't Alliance are on track for like a turn 8 win?
Win.
Mm-hmm.
I hate it.
I hate it. I hate it.
I hate
feel
it
like-
as well.
Yeah, I feel like I have to crack this garden, and ask politely that if I crack this garden, well, the birds can kill that sympathy and then just wail and hope to knock this garden down with extra battles.
I don't feel like it makes sense to go after both gardens if you think that Woodland Alliance is
Yeah,
the
but if it's
threat.
hated mouse, then you just re-sanctify that garden and you're back in, and I'd be ending my turn on. I'd be ending my turn where it's hated as well after giving you a bunch of acolytes. What a bummer.
I know you want all the moves that you can, but it would also be good to get martial law in here.
I actually have been thinking about how to do that. So,
Okay.
because that would involve actually
Dan's asking, Guerric, would you kill the 5 lizards to secure 6 oppress or 5 oppress? Or is that too slow?
and then I can leave 3.
It's hard to say. This is honestly just a really tough spot to be in
Boy, I'm just
because there's not enough cardboard
here. You're gonna
for
do
you
that.
to munch on.
All right, cool. That said, still in Birdsong.
So you do need to get a press up, but you don't want to fuel lizards in doing so because it just enables them to either pop right back in your clearings or win themselves.
Rowdy.
And then yeah, chat, we're out of mob tokens, so we can't do a play where we just camp on something.
Thinking. Incite any number of times.
Yeah, chat. This is why I've been talking about an alliance all game.
You can't spend a card
Because
to incite with no mob token.
Rats inherently want to drag everyone down,
They're locked.
which just means one alliance wins
No,
in the
that's
majority
true.
of cases.
Have
That's
nothing
true.
happen as a result.
Oh, I see. I'm not sure.
Guerric.
Insight.
Hello, yes, what is the question?
Can we spend a card to place a mob token if there's no mob tokens remaining and have nothing happen as a result? My gut says no, but...
Let me check the law real quick.
Desperately trying to find a way to change the outcast suit. Dropping all of my rabbit cards to incite into an empty clearing.
I mean, just the reading of it makes me think no.
No? Yeah.
So it falls into the weird area where there's no official rule, but the understanding from Josh and from other rulings is that if the action is like spend something to do something, you have to be able to do that thing to initiate it. Even though otherwise something like 1.5.4 saying do as much as possible would apply. It's that like you have to be able to initiate it in the first place to do it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna roll with that, since that's consistent with other rulings. We'll go with that. Yeah, you cannot do it.
Your lucky day, Moss.
Making Guerric make decisions on things.
Oh boy.
What's the difference with Lizard Zero scoring? They're scoring. They're just scoring nothing. Like that's not a case of discard a card to score points. It's discard a card to score based upon where you are. They're over here. Where you are in the garden stack, which happens to be 0.
Oh, we
Levi
lost
is gone.
all of Levi.
Okay. He was...
The equivalent is consider Propaganda Bureau, where the common understanding is that you cannot resolve Propaganda Bureau to place but not remove, because you must be able to trigger the action in the first place by removing.
Walking in Relentless. And then I think what we'll do...
But that is technically a sort of gray area in the rules that I'm pretty sure Josh has indicated that in the past, but if so, it was like 2 years ago, and I don't remember where it was.
Hour. All right, we'll start off by... I think we'll start off by command looting. Oh, you do have a fox ambush still. You've been showing it all game. We'll kick it off by command looting on the lizards. Would you like to...
Antic, not quite, because Cat's building actually has, as a Marauder expansion, it has a clause built in stating that you must be able to actually complete the build.
Okay. Grabbing that T, thank you.
And prior to that, it was phrased in a way where it was actually possible to build in a way that failed to actually build, because the procedure of building was like choose a clearing, spend the wood, and then place. And if you were unable to place, oopsie, oh well, it's too late.
Don't worry, I'm not coming after you. Yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Then
So we did loot for that final T.
Yeah.
Just to come back to the game a little bit.
Yeah.
Advance 2 will be here, and I will hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, okay, so we're kind of consolidating back our
Yeah, I'll swing on this lizard. Would you like to play an ambush?
I don't I don't
Attack
hate this.
Cowboy, no, because Recruit... Oh, no, sorry. Recruit uses... Yeah, no, so Recruit would fall into the same thing.
There's your first acolyte in a while.
Hooray!
Yay! All right, I'll use the relentless move to come.
Sorry, my brain thought you were saying can't for a second. But yeah, no, Recruit would be the same
So that was...
as Incite in this case.
Oh, Jesus, math.
Whether that is can or can't do it.
Advance 2.
The ruling would be consistent across them, is what I'm trying to say.
That sounds right.
That is correct. This is advance 3.
Yeah, because I started here, looted, advanced, bonus. So we're on advance 3. I will advance to clearing 4.
Are we not leaving martial law on 10?
Boy, do I want to leave? Hold on.
We're thinking about
Yeah,
it.
Attack Cowboy, exactly.
If I leave
Exactly.
you guys here,
Because
that's
with 1 in supply, you're still performing the action.
really tough.
you're still able to perform the action to some extent.
I guess he could come up over there as well.
Just look at the hammer.
Huh. WA, do you want to tell me if you have fox or rabbit cards? Just asking from one friend to another.
Okay, just all bird cards.
It's all bird. Well, actually, I've given him some bird cards.
Great.
Yeah. Yup. I did just give him 2 rabbit cards, so I think it makes sense to park there. All right. Next advance will be over here. Would you like to play?
Is there a fourth?
3.
For lizards.
Is it 3?
No, go ahead.
Relentless.
Okie doke.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right. Now for the weird stuff.
Extra battle or move.
The bonus move. I think we take. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
So which advance are you on, by the way?
This is my.
He's using the bonus of the third advance.
This is the bone. Yeah,
Of-
this
of
is
the third,
bonus.
okay.
Yeah. So
So you've got one more advance. Good.
after this.
I'm just trying to keep track.
One,
Yeah.
two,
Hand now.
three,
Thank you.
4, 5. Oh boy. Sometimes we do really dumb things en route. I'm gonna use the bonus move to take everyone here,
Are we going after 8?
Do you have a card for me?
and then I'm gonna hand a card.
Oh, I see we crafted Area Emigre.
away.
Nifty.
Oh, I did not notice the Eerie
The
McGarry.
last advance, I'll send
A lot of cards.
Warlord up.
I'm very confused.
Okay, we're squatting on building 9.
I can see that.
Yeah. And then I will go ahead and hit the lizards. Would you like to play an ambush? Please don't, because then the martial law will fail here.
Yeah, no, I'm yeah, go ahead.
All right.
I'm about to lose a bunch of cards. I need all the cards I can get.
All right. That will actually.
Yay, they had knives.
Yeah, that'll tank these 2.
Yeah, so
And then. I think that's it. I do have a bonus move. And advance.
this is a cool turn for JC.
I wanted to save the bonus battle here.
We got 5 clearings for Repress.
Doing it the other way, where I went this way and then brought more guys onto the base, but I didn't want to be stuck in a situation where this ended up working out fine.
We got 5 clearings for Repress, and we camped on Wood Alliance base to slow them down a little bit. We had to feed them an outrage to do it. You know, on top of the couple that we paid for the mob tokens raising at the start of the turn.
Oh,
But
I've done.
all things considered, yeah, this
Um,
is a really interesting shift in the board state that we just created.
cool.
What JC just say?
This is a disastrous mistake.
Rings gets me 3 points. Oh,
We did just feed.
I should not have moved there.
I could just,
Yeah, we'll be gambling in just a moment.
You know,
Gotta pass turn first.
I think this is fine because
We just fed a lot of acolytes to lizards,
plan for this.
and Wood Alliance have a lot of supporters now.
My 1 card and end my turn.
Hey, lizards. Can we make a deal?
Gamble.
Gamble's live.
Yeah,
Is this-
I'm
Alliance?
out of this game, but
Or
I
birds?
yeah, this is eerie. I'm out of this game, but I would like to keep playing.
Yep.
I need you to sanctify my roost here.
Can you just
Get caught and list turmoils. I just can't do anything about not turmoiling here if I leave my roost here.
can you just let me out?
Spawn here.
I think lizards have every incentive to do this.
Basically, just build up a big wall and try to score as many points as I can
Every incentive.
without hurting you. I'd be kind of like honor bound to do that, I think.
I think he can't sanctify your roost because then he's not sanctifying the WA base.
I don't think he was planning on doing.
I can also attack the sympathy here if you want that.
Mm, mm.
And so many promises.
You're in the driver's seat, Moss.
Mm.
Do you
Damn.
think you can handle the rats by yourself and Woodland
I think
Alliance?
he's just winning right now, so like there's no
I don't think so.
the game may be kind of over.
You think the Woodland Alliance is winning?
No. Lizards are in a completely recoverable situation. So
So a few things here. First of all, I just like to point out that I really appreciate the colors of our names because they match up to our factions, except for the Woodland Alliance, which annoys me a little bit. But
There we go.
I
There
think
we
we should
go.
realize that.
I
The other
noticed.
thing is that this is I really hate this position because I'm in the exact same position I was in the last game where I decided to save the Erie, and it worked out really badly for me.
Yeah, I can't really offer you anything more than a promise.
I
I still think it's a good enough deal.
I think the offer is I don't have to throw my body against your wall
Genuinely in a much worse position.
over and over. I think that's a tempting offer.
If
That
you take me
is
now,
a
I
tempting
would
offer.
probably never touch lizards for the rest of the game, to be honest. But you could also just choose to turmoil me, and that's fine.
I guess
It's up to
the
you.
other.
I just want to
the
keep
other-
playing.
the other thing, I feel like I'm losing gardens.
You will gain a vassal.
You're
But
not.
if I-
You're not gonna. Where are you gonna lose a guard?
Okay, so fun fact.
If I keep scoring points, someone's going to come and hit some gardens. So I might as well be getting some acolytes out of it.
I have a plan.
Good.
I have a thought.
Me.
I think
I
that
have a thought that I really like.
going to be battling you anyway, so your upside here is that you gain birds as an ally.
Yeah,
So if I was lizards here,
but
I would sanctify the roost in
do
12
have control of
and the base in 9.
We're one short.
really.
Huh?
We're one short.
Personally, do anything.
Oh, it's that hated?
Put a couple of lizards over there.
Oh, you're right. It is hated. It's 2 each. You're right.
Uh-huh.
You're right.
And then maybe one warrior in 9 and just say, hey, look, there's your garden to kill. I'll get 4 points this turn from garden scoring because I've got 4 out. I might as well, or 3 points. I'll just go for it and have fun.
Like it's really a matter of.
That's what I would do.
I feel like if we're going to start hitting rats, it kind of needs to happen right now.
Yeah, but I'm the thing that's keeping the martial law.
Because that's 3 points for
Hit me, and I am forced
the
to.
gardens, 2 points for the other
away
gardens,
from just.
and that puts us at 25, which I think is pretty doable.
2 points for the
Oh, and 2
sacrifice.
points for the Sanctify, which is 27, which is very
Theory
doable.
to that question, the answer.
So I would do that.
The dream
Levi,
as
you
lizards
have the warrior
is to be at 25 plus
from now.
and then get police.
I'm not-
Because from that position, you can close it out on
On
conspiracies.
Acolytes alone, yeah.
No, you're,
And honestly, just getting the fact that you could sanctify both things and go over that next hurdle of scoring, I think it's worth it.
spread into. You're not going to have enough warriors to keep martial law in 3 separate clearings.
I think I should have enough warriors to do that.
At best, you're going to have 4 guys up there. Well, actually, you get what, 3, and then a recruit, so you'll have 7 guys. So you can get it in 2 clearings, one of which they're not even going to go to. Like,
I could also keep hitting. Like I said, I can keep hitting sympathy tokens. I can get martial law here. I don't think I'm going to be able to break through this, but
Do we want to remove that sympathy token in 12? I don't think we do.
We do if we sanctify 9.
and I'll go burn it.
Oh, sure.
Well, as lizards. Sorry.
Well,
If you had a boot, I think you probably.
but still, maybe not next turn.
Yeah,
Oh,
probably
Not this turn, because they won't be able to revolt.
That's sort of
Which
the deal.
I crafted.
Yeah, they will.
That you lose the base, you lose all of your mouse and bird
I
cards.
will be.
Well, yeah, but then.
So then
who
you
knows
can't
what-
revolt in mouse.
Okay, that's right. You're right. You're right.
I think they
And it's one that's adjacent to a base. You don't want to
So I mean the other so the other option is
open that up.
there's 2 other options. The other option, one of the other options is
Oh,
just
man.
to do nothing and hold on to my acolytes and hope.
No, sanctify everything.
Really?
One time I'd say sanctify everything.
But
If you can get to that 25 plus range as lizards, you go for it.
Whatever you want.
Come on, Moss.
want in general.
Fulfill my dreams.
With your 1 roost and wail on him.
yeah. See, if I do take out the base in mouse, which I can do,
Do both. Just accept your garden's gonna die in 9.
it will mean the alliance can't.
If you put a garden in 9, you're doing so sacrificially. You don't expect it to survive.
Them back.
And that's why I'd want to do both just to get to that 3 thresholds. Because I feel like that's what makes it worth it.
And the
Right.
For me.
And there's no way for you to get the sympathy as well.
Yeah, the birds could take out that sympathy, and that would give them 1 card, but it's not enough to revolt. Well, I can't revolt there anyway at that point. Okay, yeah.
Beckett, did I turn you on to Cultist Simulator? Is that what happened?
Becca mentioned that a couple streams ago.
I missed that. Oops.
But
It's so fun.
If you sanctify that building there, doesn't that just leave you open to attacks from the rat?
Exactly.
You got this, Beckett. I believe in you.
Yeah, so I would convert. I could get.
It only took me 13 hours to get through one gameplay.
Just revolts unless
I should do
he
better.
shows the sympathy.
So I feel like either way, like I'm gonna get hurt, and I understand that.
No, the more you talk about it, the more saving them just seems good.
Saving
The acolytes.
the acolytes. Mm.
Oh, don't do it. Fulfill my dreams. I mean, you might fulfill my dreams anyway, but still.
Do the administrative stuff. So it stays on hated mouse.
Um,
Gets discarded. Got all the Dom cards now.
I'm surprised. Oh, okay. Lots of people with small bets. Okay. I was looking at the gamble and I was very confused. One person gambled for the Erie Dynasty, 10 coins, 0% of the gamble. 7 people gambled for the Lizard Cult, 13.5k coins, 10% of the gamble. 6 people gambled for the Woodland Alliance, 23.6k coins, 18% of the gamble. And 3 people gambled 96.1k coins for the Lord of the Hundreds, 72% of the total gamble.
If it's what I'm seeing,
I can see why you were confused.
I think it's dumb, but go for it. How many cards do you want the WA to have? Whoa.
It's not that. It's not that.
Oh, okay, cool. Thought you were gonna like crusade out of here.
I actually did think about that too. That was
Yeah, like
briefly on my mind.
I don't hate it. I think it would be real funny.
Honestly, like I'm happy with this staying. It kind of stabilizes me over
Yep.
here at least.
Yeah, it keeps you safe
I
from.
want to have at least one clearing to score with, even if I don't have the cards.
Come on, Moss.
Okay.
See the dream.
I have seen so many Lizard games lost on being too conservative.
Well, he's not in a turmoil.
Never be conservative.
Yeah, I know.
Not never, but like
Not never, but like there's times you gotta be aggressive.
you're inherently a racing faction. You've got a points race sometimes.
Bird card.
I don't have it.
Especially with the Wood of the Hundreds only 2 points behind you. You are not that far ahead.
No.
No mouth cards.
Oh, that's
But I will say,
And if you don't get Levi out of here, Levi has no choice but to.
need that later on.
And like I know you want the acolytes, but you can get it. You're gonna get them regardless. And if you have 2 people attacking your
then
friends,
you still would. You could.
There's no point for me to attack lizards because I
then you have people attacking on 2
think
fronts.
easily by themselves.
No, you need to knock out this sympathy. Well, I would really like it if the lizards hit this sympathy.
That was a
They're
hammer,
gonna force you to do it.
a spinning hammer.
I still don't know why we're removing that sympathy.
I really think Erie just doesn't want to attack lizards.
Going to
No, JC's talking about we have to remove the sympathy now.
Yes!
take that.
Oh, thank you.
Yes!
After service.
So sanctify that.
Okay.
Get your point?
Get 1 point for taking it out.
Oh boy.
Because like even if we don't do anything else, no, we need to do it. The other one. We need to get the other point for it.
I'll convert 1 bird.
We can still sanctify.
So
And leave it at that.
I think it's gonna leave us at 24, which is not where we want to be.
Popping up here, could you get rid of?
These is 25, doesn't it?
That's gonna push him onto the part of the track where
We're at 20 right now, so 2 points. 2 points
I would still prefer the birds to.
for scoring.
I mean, that's a point for them.
Set the birds
You're right.
up to fight me up.
Because that converting that building got us 2 more points
I don't want to
in
lose.
total,
No, I
which
understand.
gets us to 26.
That's fair.
Where's the 27 come from?
This is ugly.
3,
Three.
4, 5.
Maybe we thought we were at 20.
All right. I will spend 1 more to crusade there against the sympathy.
Well, that gets us to 25.
No ambush.
I still.
You can take it, and I will give
Well, now we're down a card. Why?
this.
What am I missing, chat? Why are we so desperate to remove that sympathy?
I think it's just because we think that I don't know.
So that's that.
We've opened up a move organized for Wooden Alliance.
We didn't get our point either.
What? This ambush.
Please get your point for removing that sympathy.
and use that to
Please.
score in mouse.
Please.
I will spend
No.
discard this rabbit ambush for that on card.
Like, did they have a plan that I'm not privy to?
Potentially. It's mouse. We could craft the other bag. I know we had it at one point. I think we might have lost it.
2 cards.
I just removing
24 is not where we want to be.
removing sympathy. Yeah, missing a point is huge.
Yeah, I'm a little sad we missed the point for we lost a card and we didn't even get the point.
I know. That's huge. 24 and 25 is a miles difference for lizards.
Draw back up, and I will draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. And my turn.
But yeah, removing sympathy is not how you police Wooden Alliance. It's how you help them.
Did you want to pass the turn?
Do you want to get your point?
It's you're lying now.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I guess I'll just take my turn then.
What?
So the rule is I have to spawn in a clearing with the least amount of warriors. Let's see.
So it's
Yes.
either that one or that one.
Yep.
Yeah, one of these two. Okay.
You don't see a new roost very often. This is fun.
No, yeah, this is definitely an interesting
And
one.
Add 1 or 2 cards. I'll add 1 here to move. Okay. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, I'm glitching out. Let's see. Why?
I noticed our ping is like 500.
You're pinging 999 on JC's end.
Yeah.
Oh, this is weird. I can't pull out my birds.
You're just lagging. Give it a minute.
Yeah, you
Okay.
great of them to hoard all the ping.
Maybe.
Or is it saintly to take all the ping away from everyone?
Yeah, I'm using my phone for Discord because my computer's mic is bad.
This is just lagging to the heavens. So.
Okay, I think it's working.
Oh, there
Oh.
we go.
Nice.
Okay, I saw it shoot up to 999 and then it immediately rebounded back to
Spawn 3 birds and a roof.
insane numbers. Okay.
Playing on dial-up.
So glad I get to play.
Attack Cowboy. Maybe it's golf rules.
Move. And we're gonna battle rats here.
So just to be clear, like
Yep.
lizards pretty much win on their next turn if we're not
100%.
working. Yeah.
I mean,
so like
I'm not going to break my promise.
so like I hear you, but like
But what if you did?
So this is where JC's play earlier is going to backfire. I do think that the incentive was there for Levi to probably help with the table policing and taking down lizards, but it is perfectly understandable to have made this deal with lizards and to honor it
No, go ahead and roll it.
in order to maintain table cred.
That'll be both. And a bird.
Okay.
But I think it was very good for JC's game to eat those cardboard and clear out those northern clearings. And I think it was perfectly reasonable to
Okay.
Wait, what? Hang on, what?
not.
You just took a card from me.
No, he didn't.
I
Yeah, he
drew
did.
from it back.
He drew from the
I know exactly what card you just drew.
You should only have. I see.
yeah.
I think I've had this glitch before, actually.
Yeah.
It does this when your ping shoots up sometimes.
Yeah. Just hand him back the card and make sure that that's the right card.
Okay. Did you click the red button, like this button here?
Oh, is that what I'm supposed to be doing?
Well, yeah.
It helps with this event.
It does help with this.
There's like little TTS glitches
Yep.
going on.
Okay, looks like it worked now.
Okie doke. Yeah, you should have had 5 cards. To end the
Yeah.
turn. Yep.
I mean, I know I reveal my hand every turn, but you shouldn't steal my cards.
Yeah. Finishing my thought, I think it was perfectly reasonable for JC to make the play that was good for them and just leveraged the fact that they needed Levi to maintain
Crusade out of Rabbit.
like traditional incentive structure and like
If they
follow game theory of still playing to win.
Beckett, I really appreciate how everyone really wants to get into the semifinals so much they'll start stealing cards from each other.
Not only that, but I just don't see a way to catch them. Even if they get to 28 or 29, it's not going to happen. Like,
I'm so upset they missed that point.
Suicide.
I'm still upset they didn't sanctify in 9.
The point we're at, where it's like.
I mean,
The other thing is we have
Missing the point overwrote my upsetness from the worst one. I was still upset for that, and then I got more upset from the other thing.
like, I don't know what to do, right? Like, playing 2v1 route is not going to get us anywhere.
So play 2v2!
I don't know that I can do much.
Yeah. Well, if we can.
Well, if you don't give the lizards and the acolytes, what are they gonna do? They can't close it.
Supporters.
We need a second lizard faction to sanctify the other lizards' gardens.
I clear out all the martial law on the map, and then you can just spread and win. And I'm content to do that.
Okay, JC's now also
Problem doing that.
Sorry, what was that about crowning other players just right
Moss, if you want to be crowned, I'm happy to crown someone else.
now? Okay, fair enough.
Like you could have not saved that crazy Birdman.
Yeah.
You put Crazy Birdman in Crazy Birdman
It
position.
was risky either way.
Here's the thing.
Like,
Yeah.
if he was
Takes 2 to tango.
he actually had a couple of battles, he could have just put those cards in battle and just taken out 2.
Well,
I could have
cards
just
there.
lied. That's true.
I
Yeah.
mean, in general,
It was risky.
I'm always for playing
true.
until the very end. So,
Yeah.
But if people aren't going to do that, then I don't feel the need to play to win either, right? If we're just me,
Right, exactly.
I guess the main reason I decided to do that was because I think Warlord's actually in equal good position to
I
win.
was until now.
Yeah, well, no,
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like, I thought there's no way I can slow you down fast enough just by recruiting 2 lizards a turn into
I
this side.
mean, yeah, but the warlord, even if they're oppressing 6 clearings, it's 4 points. Like, that's going to take him a lot longer than you. to
Yeah.
get
No,
30.
Well,
No. I don't disagree with this sanctify. I disagree with the idea of like now you have a servant at the table. Like that's
that
the
was
problem.
never my intention to have.
You
a
knew what
servant.
you were signing up for, Moss.
I knew what I was signing up for, and I accepted the risk.
You should have told him to as your servant to hit your gardens and keep competitive play going.
Go Lizards.
I mean, Moss did what was best for Moss's game.
Like
I can't
the
say.
idea of crowning people.
I really don't either.
Like, it just
So
doesn't fit well
Again,
with.
I mean, I was forced into a position where I had no choice. My only choice was to turmoil every single turn, and that happened because I was turmoiled in the north side of the map.
yeah.
I just kind of have to make a crazy choice. I didn't want to do this.
Because honestly, if left in that position, if you only had
Rule that says you have to keep doing what he said to do. All right. Anyways,
Okay.
I mean, if you had stayed in that position and only had bunny cards, yeah, Levi was going to turmoil again.
Warlord, I'm willing to start moving and battling, but I need assurance that you're not just going to go in and hit all my bases when they're lightly defended. Like,
sure. Let's go crack clearing.
Well,
Right,
that's
and see
what
what
I was
happens.
thinking as the best plan here.
Yep.
I really don't.
Find
Yeah.
out what happens. And here's the thing: if we're able to crack clearing 3, then potentially we can move into clearing 7. 3 gardens lost sets him back considerably.
chat.
Also opens up a pathway for you to
Where was the
find out
comment?
what happens.
Yeah, I mean, if you
Moss saved Eerie, so Eerie could help deal with the Warlord. Warlord.
any of the cards in your hand,
Warlord's point is that Moss saved Eerie, so Eerie could deal with the Warlord, but Warlord's not the problem.
Levy,
Moss is.
root hat.
So it's
My root hat.
JC's just arguing that, by incentive structure trying to buy turns and Eerie following their best chance to win,
Risk of base being
they should have then betrayed Lizards.
You have mouse or
But I also think that
birds or bird.
JC should have expected this as a potential outcome when
the idea.
making the play that they did.
I find it interesting that JC was saying this was Lizard's fault that the
Unfortunately,
Eerie didn't hit them though, which was a little odd, but I'm not gonna dwell on that.
That's why we feel
It feels like JC's bordering on the line between like making light of the situation, but also being salty about the situation. It's right
I am
on the edge
known to
there.
have salt, so I can't say anything against that.
worried about a base.
I really don't know, like, because where you spread what? You spread here, and
I
you
would-
spread there.
I mean,
5 left in supply.
Because
right
what?
now,
Lightly salted warlord.
Because
Delicious.
if you have nothing really but rabbit cards, you're kind of in an awkward spot because you need to get either a fox or a mouse spread before you can do.
yeah,
rabbit.
I can probably do a fox and a mouse spread. I can't do any rabbit spreads. So
Yeah, if you go up here, that's feeding him a point.
Do we have acolytes?
So I don't know if I like that mouse spread, but if you do a fox spread, it's points on the board for you.
1.
I wouldn't say putting sympathy down just feeds me points.
Well, you're going to be able to battle it.
we need
Yeah,
to, if
and that's
possible,
one
it would
point,
be nice.
and I lose a card which I need, at least one card which I'm going to need
Yeah.
to actually win the game. So I think I'd rather not hit it.
So
Tomorrow.
maybe you can put a sympathy out and get have it stay.
Yeah,
I
we'll
wouldn't
see.
call putting sympathy down just feeding me like easily.
I would agree with that statement, especially if the outcast changes.
I think
I
in that case, I will at least.
Yeah, I don't think lizards really want to be removing sympathy. I still don't know why they did.
Let me see. I need to make sure.
Especially if they didn't get a point for it.
Okay.
So that's 3 mice.
3 meese.
Good. Unfortunately, that means it probably stays mouse hated.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Oh,
Actually, that's probably good because it prevents them from crafting coins.
Yeah,
I would rather it stay in mouse where I know the only craftable is the bag.
yeah.
Especially since I didn't get that point.
We'll also.
I guess now the crusade is more possible, though.
I've been holding this in my supporters forever, and I'm just so sad that you crafted saboteurs.
Yeah, propaganda bureau. There it is. Just
It
like
was.
just like we called several turns ago.
that's rough.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Dick.
That's 2 points. Okay.
Yeah, that was a very good defensive sabo on JC's part.
It was a very good one. I don't know if JC had even noticed that Wooden Alliance had been holding a card in hand for a couple turns
Point.
from the
Ooh.
setup. Okay,
There go the coins.
there goes the coins. But I think the Sabo was a good play without noticing that, and a great play with noticing it.
Oh snap!
Yeah.
It's oh boy.
I mean, I think basically it's between Lizards and Wooden Alliance right now, which is what we've been saying.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
To say the least.
Okay, so JC seems actually terrified of the lions.
Move, swing on him twice.
We're going
Oh, is
to
that another
craft
craft?
a bag.
Just take it all out.
Well played.
And okay, that's a point.
So if JC had not made the play JC did back in the mid game, I think we would be in a very similar game state right now, but with Rats and Erie's points swapped.
Oh my god.
Oh,
who would
boy.
have thought? It's Alliance.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll just craft everything.
assumed this is where we were gonna end.
Okay. I don't know that it's my game, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I think it's still Lizard's game, but
I'm still so upset.
I think I still have to
I'm
move.
so upset right now.
Not my game.
I'm so upset right now.
He hasn't even organized yet.
Yeah, I mean, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. So.
What, you could move and organize there.
Oh, that.
And
I
there.
mean, yeah, but that ties me with you, and do I think that you can win on your turn? Like that's the $1 million question here.
I mean, you're Wooden Alliance. It doesn't matter. You just points race and then hope the table does your work for you.
Yeah.
It's not like you can do anything if Lizards can outrace you.
Happen.
I'm so upset Lizards didn't get
I
that
know.
point because they could have easily won on their next turn.
I'm upset they
Assuming
didn't.
they had the right cards, but now it's not even possible.
I'm upset they didn't sanctify the mouse base because Wooden Alliance were their primary threat.
Yeah.
Just because
And
Wooden
Wooden
Alliance.
Alliance wouldn't have been able to spread into 7 had we cracked the mouse base.
Right.
Honestly, they wouldn't have been able to spread into Fox either because we used 2 bird cards for it.
2 moves, 2 battles, and we see what we get.
So like,
I guess.
I don't think taking out that base guaranteed the Lizard win, but I think not taking it may have guaranteed a loss.
Yeah. My heart. It hurts.
Bracket, I don't think.
I will. My game forces me to go there, kind of no matter what. I think your game forces you to go there and at least start thinning it out, so that because otherwise my entire turn is getting there and potentially popping it. What I'd like to do is have it soft such that I pop it and then go up here and try my luck.
It's a real shame that you don't have Relentless on hand.
Yeah, I wasted it last round to get the 5 clearings. So.
Where do the other 2 points come from over tomorrow?
In that case, I'm going to play in the spirit of competition and pray that the rats are friendly. So move. And we're battling in 3.
This gives the option of crusading from 12 to potentially crack that 1 base.
Wow.
Acolyted.
Especially with the acolytes coming
We're
in.
battling in 3.
Ending at 21
Yep.
Got it.
makes closing a little difficult for Wooden Alliance.
Yep.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
You're just baselessly coming. Moro! This is we're at 19.
Out the rabbit gardens because
Oh, Maro, you're awesome.
This is we're at 19. So the best math I have for them is them gaining 8 points, more realistically 7. 8 is if they took out the sympathy instead of converting a warrior somewhere.
All right, JC, how do you play your way back into this?
I don't like this move
Sympathy. I don't.
at all. It's just making Rat's job.
Damn, I had it until the crossbow was crafted.
Ooh.
Puts me back on a 3-turn clock instead of a 2.
Oh, JC had it on a 2-turn clock.
Yeah.
I had a way to get to 30 in 2 turns, and I needed that 1 point. That's fine though. We're gonna think about this. And then, I do need to show.
Yeah, Wooden Alliance weren't going to profit from this. They
Wooden Alliance moved, battled.
Yeah, they walked over and cleared out 3, left the cardboard vulnerable.
Crossbow.
All right, so I take a card off. Hold up. Did I just take the entire
You
deck?
took the whole deck.
Yep, there's only 1 card in the deck.
I'd love for
Is
you
there
to
one
get
card
that.
there? No, there's only 1 card left anyway. It's just 1 card.
Oh, is that?
Oh, really?
We're at a reshuffle again. So yeah, that's
Yeah.
yours.
Wow.
Yeah, we missed the chance to move Organize into 12 for 2 points.
Mhm.
And then either move Organize for 3 or just recruit and prepare for next turn.
Nah. Okay. Wasn't gonna do anything anyways. Recruit. We get
It goes into 5.
Stronghold.
Yeah, we have a mob token now.
All those moons ago. Actually, this should be done differently. It's 4 guys to the Warlord first, then 1 more to the Fortress. We'll go there. That matters because we're about to do something stupid.
Oh yeah, Dans, you're right. We couldn't actually move out of the mouse base, but
Gray.
still, I think we should have moved Organized out of 12.
Is there
out of
a
8.
plan to
Out of 8
Into 12.
Into 12.
Because obviously that's going to happen, but try and get
But yeah, you're right.
Break a base.
bases. Because this is unstoppable. Like he wins next turn.
No,
doubt.
I am aware. I'm aware. Well, the issue is even blowing up both bases. The sympathy organization is set up in such a way where even with no base, he's going to be able to probably revolt and then maybe spread 3 or 4 times really in quick succession.
How's it going to revolt if you crack bases?
Different story. But yeah, I kind of have to now do both.
I think that Warlord's going for 8 and 3,
It's the most depressing
and
thing,
then
right?
Lizards would go for 9.
What's going to happen is
Yeah, but
pop this
again, you lose a base, you lose all of your mouse and bird supporters. You can't revolt.
and then immediately get revolted on.
Yeah, that part. It's just an easy misconception, honestly.
I don't
am
think
I
he
doing here?
revolts on you. He's just going to use all of his cards to
spread out and win.
spread. Yeah.
Yeah.
He won't have cards.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
It's a very easy misconception to have.
I'm just perplexed by the counter Wooden Alliance game in general. This game,
Maybe I abandoned.
we've been removing the removing the sympathy in 12 is still
hit that lip.
baffling to me. What we're talking about now is baffling to me.
I want to get started in like a very funky way.
So the unfortunate part here is we do not have Relentless since we were Relentless last turn, so we're in a little bit more precarious of a spot
Yeah.
due to that alone. We'll probably go Stubborn if we're going on the offensive.
There's a way to do this where I'm missing one piece to like kickstart off a full like command chain.
Hey, Gregula.
Yeah.
I don't know though. Like, because of what Wooden Alliance did, this might come back to Rats now. Because I think Lizards are going to be just shy.
Yeah.
I think Wooden Alliance are going to get a base or two lost and therefore be unable to close it out.
Correct.
Which means in 2 turns, maybe Rats make it.
Stubborn.
2.
What's out right now?
No more. I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure you still are. All due respect. You all sounded much more miserable in that game.
Card. Man, that cross.
I'm so upset right now. I'm so upset.
So
If we hadn't missed that 1 point as Lizards, even if we lost those 2 bases, we could still close it out, no problem.
I'm gonna count this out before I commit to anything. So if
I'm
I
so upset.
move in there with the
Would
emigrate,
you like some extremely sour watermelon soda?
No! I need something sugary.
then I pick up the coins.
How many acolytes do we have?
Then I use the coin
5? Okay.
command to
Shoot.
move over here. I'll have a second command, which I could then use to loot the crossbow. Then I
Oh, I'm so upset.
just swing. What if I abandon
Just,
the
Andrew, just don't miss points!
loot? Command.
You know what's great? We have had so many fewer missed points this year than last year. So
What
many.
I needed to not happen!
We've had point scoring has been so much better this year.
Go to a revolt. He'd still have.
Are we having a tournament to settle the warlord thing, or to disappoint me the most?
He potentially gets.
Which is this tournament for?
All of the sympathy. There's no revolt.
There's no way to hit.
Well,
There's no way this one's coming off.
Salty warlord tournament. Okay.
Oh, you can't.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
And
be able to fight through 3.
this year has not featured somebody moving somebody else's points track for them.
Yes, it has.
Won't get him any points.
When?
because
That one time that someone gave Vagabond a point instead of giving themselves a point randomly.
it sucks, but whatever.
When was that?
Maybe I'll get one more turn. That's
Well, the
the best.
outcast-
Let me go find it. But there was a game where we're like, why did Vagabond get a point when Riverfolk should have gotten it or something?
I do vaguely recall that actually.
Someone gave someone else a point in this game, 100%.
I'm just
Like
trying
I
to
feel
figure
like
out-
I need to take out as much sympathy as possible at the same time.
See, chat's got me.
I can take the base, but not the sympathy.
You take the
But yeah, a sanctify would be easier.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
sanctify. Yeah, you just either convert.
We have less people messing with other people's point trackers for sure, which is great.
The math is there.
But that missed point is killing me right now.
I know.
What a game.
I mostly every time this happens, I remember there was somebody like 2 weeks into the tournament this year in Discord who was like, I've seen
Holding up the butterfly.
somebody commented that like all the missed points up to that point had been people
Could you win a game with the missed points is the question.
for me. And if there was, y'all.
the argument that it was somebody mentioned that it was because of like the scripted tracker or something, like it was
Jubilant, definitely jubilant.
Yeah,
people were missing points because of something there. And I was like, no, people are missing points because they actually forget about the point, which is awesome.
take out.
That's way better than last year where people just moved the points tracker wrong all the time or
It's actually half the reason last year I started keeping round by round scoring, just this way I knew what it was at the beginning of the turn so we could backtrack.
yeah.
Emigre. I will go ahead and loot the
All right.
Oh,
This is-
Eerie McGeary.
Yeah, we're using emigrated loot, which is, I want to say, super cool.
Yeah.
Oh.
Super cool move.
Yes, it is the card that you knew was coming. So here you go.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and then don't worry, you're gonna get some more cards in a second. And then
We ended up going stubborn.
No.
Stubborn.
Stubborn.
I will lose a rat because you take the high.
Could have been worse.
You lose 2 rats.
Stubborn.
Oh, never mind.
And then I'll go ahead and grab this a cool guy over here. We will then oh boy.
And Riley, Erie ended up so far behind because
But I don't
They were at 13 points and turmoiled for 6.
JC turmoiled Erie and kind of soft locked them.
Card 2.
Not with 3 cards. Like
They turmoiled on move, which is a very rare thing to see. It was kind of an Eerie lock, a snare lock almost.
Like it's possible.
so
I said it before, I'll say it again. Pro tip: if you organize your rat pieces without the warlord, they are much more compact. Just pro tip.
Because right now they're all scaling to the warlord size, right?
2 will be 2. What? It needs to be a 3/3. This is just not happening. Well, actually, there's.
Maybe before tournament next year, I'll be like TTS tips and reminders.
I'll use 1, 2. I can afford to waste 1 advance on this because then the advance 1, advance 2, advance 3. Oh boy, that's cutting it so close. All right, I will command battle here.
I think 8 is more important than 7, but that's just me.
No ambush for now.
For now.
nice.
Big roll.
That
What a
was
roll.
disgusting. 2 points. I don't lose anybody. And then
Well, that's my game.
yeah, and then you will get you get to choose the order, I guess.
Yeah, I would like to lose the base first, so that's 2 officers. And it should be...
That beautiful swap meet I just gave you.
This card...
Yep.
Oh. Whoops.
Oh, soup kitchen.
Yeah, Moro, I called it a minute ago. I think this becomes a rat win
Oh,
because I think
Yep,
my
you can
bad.
hold that one.
Lizards made a mistake, and I think
Playing without
Wooden Alliance
is rough.
It's a little tough.
left their bases lightly defended and also made a mistake. I think they both made mistakes, and now I think rats get to capitalize on it.
Are you a TTS main? Or digital main?
Mostly digital.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, this is like information overload, trying to keep track of everything manually. And these 3 are all Fox Mouse cards?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're used to digital, TTS can be a bigger shock than you'd expect.
Cool.
That's why I want to put out a TTS video for next year.
I don't...
I think even beyond just like basic mechanical tips, it's just digital teaches you to compartmentalize certain
Yes.
thought processes
Yeah.
that
think that lizards could if you let the outcast stay mouse.
The outcast staying is going to largely depend on what falls out of the gardens.
That's true.
In some ways, it's just going to be... We're going to find out what happens. I will advance in here before choosing the battle target. You will get 1 from the top of the deck for your supporters.
Very nice.
Yeah, chat. Full props to JC for talking Win Alliance into this.
Rabbit Gardens.
And JC's tone has absolutely shifted dramatically.
Allows me to punch a hole in the wall. All right, it's 2 more points. 1, 2. All right.
Everything's coming up, Rat House.
And then
No rat?
we go ahead.
Which cards are discarded?
Oh yeah. What would you discard? Oh, we're about to see in live slow motion.
Yeah.
Mouse and Fox.
Hey, you know who'd have loved that fox sword at any point in this game?
This guy.
I wonder who. Cool. So that's our first advance. Fascinating. Wasn't expecting to get this far.
Oh, wait. Never mind. It does depend on if we lose the building in 7.
Will be to come up here. WA, wouldn't you know it, you get another card.
Isn't this advance 3?
And then I will...
No, we
Oh,
did...
command.
Yeah.
Advance. Okay, so this is advance 2.
Oh, boy. I will swing on the lizards here. Which
This definitely feels like a...
That's one lizard.
That is not the roll JC was hoping for.
No.
Advance number 3.
Oh.
I will swing on the lizards again.
Lizards again, okay. We do have to worry about the sympathy token.
We fed them so much, yeah.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh, we're so lucky!
And you will lose another card.
Dans, we triggered sympathy after the base removal and we got an outrage for walking in.
But we still have a
no.
out.
Yeah, sorry. You're right. I flipped up the suits. You're right.
Okay.
Ivan Dingus.
Lizards cannot
Fox ambush.
win here anymore.
Coming through.
Even if they hadn't missed the point. So I feel better now.
I will loot the...
I hate just seeing like the win being there and not getting it because of the mistake. But if you don't have the win, then it's fine.
If we'd sanctified this, though...
any ambush?
No?
I'd like to play.
Most we can get 4 points this turn.
The crossbow and yeet it, so that'll net me 2 points total. Ooh, do I throw out the hammer?
But if we sanctified this, we would have been at 27?
Oh, last turn we'd have been at 26, and that would have been a different story.
Unless we also took out the outrage, and the sympathy, in which case we'd be at 27.
There we go.
Instead of converting a warrior.
And
Yes, we could have been at 27 this turn, which would have been a very different story. But
Right. So, I mean, I still think
I'm not gonna.
I still think Moss had a win.
History
singular card?
for that. I think Moss could have easily won had we gone on a more offensive path. I do agree.
Lizards, I know there's no reason to trust the WA, but I can tell you right now I don't have the win on my turn. And Rats definitely do have the win on their next turn.
Well, I can tell you who definitely doesn't have the win on their turn. It's this guy with 2 cards.
I mean, so do you think that taking out all of the JC's warriors in that mouse clearing and killing the warlord would be worth it?
Points. That's important.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
I think it's just 1. No,
It's
2. It's 2.
It's 2 points, yeah. I was like, wait a second.
We did technically miss that,
Correct.
I want to point out. Table has no reason to allow that.
I will also join the cacophony of people saying I don't got it that
Cacophony?
people will believe.
Does he mean cacophony?
He does mean... They do mean cacophony.
I mean,
They do mean cacophony.
That's
Okay.
you don't score 3 points.
I mean,
Yeah, there's just no
if you
way.
want to talk in the post game, like, I don't want to Waterman's Law myself and explain how I could not. Because if you guys actually don't see it, I don't want to say how you could stop me. I see how to stop me, but I'll keep it to myself.
Yeah, definitely a reader's pronunciation.
Posthumous?
Francis did not pronounce posthumous correctly. Francis was going, what, posthumous or something?
Sure. I think I missed that game.
Sorry, I know we're doing everything out of order. Did you grab your card from when you, when I took this mouse sympathy? Yes?
I honestly can't remember. Guerric. Do you remember if I took my card?
You had 3 after the base got lost.
So that looks right then, because 1 for the move, 1 for the removal?
Well, no, because we 1 for the first removal, 1 for the move, and then 1 for the third removal, for the second removal. Because we lost the base first in 8, then the sympathy, then they moved into 3, then you moved into 7 and killed it.
So it should be 4 cards, and if I had 3 when I lost the base.
You should be at 7 cards in your supporters.
Okay.
We want to make sure it's all above the board. Is that another reshuffle? No.
No, it's not.
What's wrong?
16
That would be
cards.
nice.
Also missed the window.
Then you
I
wouldn't
don't
get
Yes.
on my
anything.
turn, guys.
Yes.
They were clearly wanting it. I'm giving them the information that they desired.
Yep. No. Yeah. Absolutely answer the question.
I should have
It is up to them how they deal with that, unless they want us to also tell them how to deal with it.
when I
Yeah.
lost the base. So I gain 1 for the sympathy removal here, 1 for move, 1 for move, 1 for removal. So that's
Oh, okay, sorry, I
Yeah.
missed counter. Yep, you look good then. Thank you, Guerric and Lily.
yes, thank you.
3 more games than semis. We had 2 games delayed. So tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Time and Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time and then next Saturday at 7 a.m. Eastern Time.
And I will be releasing an updated schedule since it got pushed out so much. So that will be up on MakeCraft Game. I'm sure Guerric will do other stuff. Maybe.
Yeah, I've already updated the other things.
Garrick's already updated the other
Best
things.
I
He's
can
better
do
than
this
me.
turn is 2 points, and that's not even from gardens.
Are there any table decisions we would step in to overturn? Not really.
We'd make
I
fun
mean-
of them though for it.
If they
Tell you how to live your life.
If they
If
just
they-
straight up stop playing the game,
right, something like that.
then I'd be like, this game is now void and you're all disqualified. But no.
I don't know. Don't
Don't
toe the line so I don't have to decide where the line is basically my response. If they just decided to play a coalition anyway, I only recognize one winner.
So yeah, the vagabond would not be recognized, just period.
And for me, I don't try to ridicule table decisions. I try to analyze them from a critical perspective to provide an informative breakdown. I'm never trying to ridicule anybody.
No. Although I do toe the line when it comes to teasing people that are normally on the stream.
I do occasionally tease people I feel I have a friendly rapport with.
So Pat.
I mean, I don't believe the alliance. They can.
Dans, we've had a similar thing with factions.
Either, like,
And the answer is no.
have to do something.
We had someone who picked Vagabond not realizing
No,
that
no,
the Vagabond was attached
Yeah, but
to the
again, like they're, as I
The
said,
specific character.
specific character.
Yeah. They wanted to pick Vagabond and then choose which Vagabond they were,
like,
And
which
that is
was
not how-
no bueno.
But because that the option of the second faction that they had an option between was now off the table.
they're gonna revolt in here and get another officer.
Mm.
Actually, they don't even need to revolt. They could just go 1.
How many points did they get from sympathy tokens here?
Okay, so we don't believe the Woodland
Also
Alliance.
remain.
Well, yeah. So MonteCristo was
Yeah.
saying he couldn't win,
Any
But then
Uh,
gain 2 cards.
but before he realized he was missing cards.
spread here.
He has not really said much since he drew his cards.
2, 4, 5.
1,
3
2.
points, 5 points. 5 points, 2 officers. They train. If they could train 2 more, then it's move, organize for 4 more. There's there's 10 points there for them if like a hypothetical 10 points. So
We found a hypothetical 10 points.
you can, I think you convert them and then you work with the birds to stop me.
It looks like we're calculating. Because in a perfect world, we can get through the 1 and all of the 2 spreads with just the cards in our hand. No, that's a lie.
Martial law is a big deal.
Birds, what's your plan
But
for the next turn?
we could pretty easily spread 3 times with supporters and a 4th time with remaining officers. I haven't done the math on if revolting gains us any actions in the long run.
I'm pretty sure we have 8 acolytes of ours.
The rats here.
Why don't we check that?
Yeah.
I think
8.
I want to
Hey!
here, so I'd attack them here for the point.
I like my weird memory.
I would move a guy in here to stop oppression.
Oh yeah, actually, I like that as getting a 3rd guy.
Oh, we still could technically win. How many cards do we have in the end? 2?
Blizzards?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Technically could still win.
Do much more.
If we had gotten that point last turn. Well, if we had, we could sanctify the base.
Yep.
We could
Uh,
double convert those warriors and attack that sympathy for 2 points total.
Yeah, they can.
And then if we just had 2 mouse cards, we can put one down in 6 and then score for 3. And that's 5 points.
Yeah.
Which is what we would need if we had missed not missed the
win, but we have to treat every one of them as if
outrage is a good point though.
they're a bird
Gargula, that's what I forgot about.
hand and then a sword.
But
they do
Can
have
we-
martial law everywhere though, so they don't count.
We could instead.
Again, they only need to spread.
No, I've got it.
do a crap,
We could instead cruise. No, that's riskier.
get 2 more officers down for moving and organizing, and that just gets them there. So the martial law kind of
Never mind.
soft helps depending on like
Never mind, Gargula. And this is also, in the magical world where we hadn't missed the point, which is now way
but
too
if they're
late.
not, then having that martial law there prevents like a double fox hop.
yeah, I think we needed to sanctify that base to have any chance. I don't know that we'd have it right now, but I think we needed to.
Sure that the sword remains as far out of reach for the WA as possible is really important.
Yeah, it just feels like a king-making situation, to be honest.
And yes, chat. Full props to Levi for
I'm killing everything here with
staying in it
1 second.
despite the tough position.
Okay, we're just destroying 9.
And you get a point for that.
Mhm.
Well,
I'm scoring points. Like there's nothing I can do that's going to contribute to someone else winning. I'm just scoring points.
Oh my god! Is there not a single mouse
I would
card?
like to point out though that Warlord said that you're banking on me having all mouse and bird cards when you sanctify. And check it out.
I just hit F12 because
Oh my god.
that's disgusting.
Oh my god.
You can group those with G so they don't all
Oh.
fall.
Oh.
Yeah.
That works.
Oh boy.
We need some F's in chat for MonteCristo there.
Yes. Oh my god.
I don't even want to.
Brutal.
That was brutal.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to lose this anyway to rats.
GGJC?
Over the morrow, why would you do
You
this?
could make it difficult for them to oppress by maybe converting
Yeah, but the
here
thing is,
and
at this
crusading.
point, he doesn't. Oppress means nothing. Like he's got all of the advance and command he needs just to get cardboard.
Yeah. I think it's pretty hard to stop him, but I think maybe we should probably try your best.
Maybe convert a few of his horde in 7.
Yeah,
I
just
was
convert the
thinking
horde
that
in 7 is
too.
the best you can do.
But, like it's not going to stop him from moving out.
No, but it will stop him from oppressing. I guess that's
Again, I don't care about oppress. Oppress does nothing. Like it does. His oppress points is meaningless. Like it's all cardboard. He can
agreed.
win off cardboard.
Agreed.
So I'll put my root hat back on for a second. The thing you do also want to consider is that when you swap 1-to-1 with those acolytes, it does not end up necessarily benefiting you because I
Yeah, I
end
know,
up just
'cause you got
recruiting them
2.
back.
No,
So-
I realize that.
Yeah, so unless you're gonna have
I
something.
think that JC doesn't want to lose the horde.
And again, if I end up stalling out, which could, in theory, unlikely but could happen, then having those acolytes would be the thing that closes the game for you.
I can't win this game. I got
Yeah.
as far as I could, and then that's it.
Yeah.
Maybe you have to beef up your gardens here by converting those birds right here. And
Just FYI, you shouldn't
Yeah,
worry.
free
The
point.
mouse ambush is accounted for if you were thinking of hitting that.
Bird ambush.
Oh no, bird ambush. There's one bird ambush floating, so then maybe.
I mean, if it means that there's even a half chance of the warlord not winning, then I'm not going to ambush you.
By me taking off cardboard.
Right.
I don't know why I said that. At some point, I thought that was advantageous to have that removed. I'm admittedly kind of not convinced that the WA aren't going to win. So, like,
Yes, with my one supporter.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, like you can tell who at this table's been victimized by which factions based on how they're reacting to certain things. I'm like, please hit. I don't care if that's the winning cardboard I need. Just get the mice off the table.
Okay.
I'm just gonna sit here and laugh in the corner.
You know, that really does put in perspective my
That is a point for you.
perplexed
Yeah.
emotions all game. JC's
Yeah, it's
JC's dealing with some PTSD.
JC has Win Alliance PTSD, and
right.
Oh god, I regret everything.
And
Wait. Oh no, you already said no ambush. That's a goof on our part.
you can look at my cards, the cards I have left.
You know why that's a goof? They only had one supporter.
right,
They wouldn't have been able to revolt.
you don't remove sympathy.
Damn.
That's not how you police the Wooden Alliance.
That does proc another reshuffle. It looks. Or no. Never mind. That's 14 cards you have.
Oh,
If you want to
well,
grab one. Yeah.
Did I take my point for that?
I got really excited.
I
I was
did.
like, let's find out.
That's 1 point for me.
We have no mouse cards in hand.
Yeah, literally if the outcast was
Oof.
Fox, maybe I
Yeah.
could have done it, but not with a mouse outcast.
I feel like if the outcast had been Fox, you convert here, and then your gardens end up burning, and then I
Well,
win outside my turn.
Well, I guess in that scenario, I'm just wondering. I haven't tried to plan it out, but I may have been able to get an additional few points.
Oh, I see. Oh, from
Yeah.
the yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah, but I with a mouse outcast and just mouse gardens, I can't win, and the Wooden Alliance can confirm that.
indeed.
But
Lavaris, that's a new strategy I haven't heard. Just fill up the space so no one can think or make decisions.
It's
100%.
I think some people have done that before.
I haven't heard that theory out loud though.
yeah,
That's-
you're gonna get it.
How do you think Walrus Law got people to forget how to count?
Convert a rat.
Yeah, this is where it's worth pointing out. The meme is, of course, that if somebody stops talking, that they have the win.
If someone doesn't stop talking.
That if someone doesn't stop talking, that's also a sign they have the win.
Yeah.
There are different types of players, and they respond differently to
A bit more protected.
seeing their path to victory. Some people hush up, and some people do the opposite.
I just panic all the time.
Yeah, I can't do that either.
JC never stops talking no matter the
Got
circumstance.
one more acolyte. Might as well use it. Not getting another turn.
Yeah, finding the middle ground is absolutely the art.
What do I do with it?
Fight me.
I'm not good at art.
If the outcast was anything else, even rabbit would be better.
Really?
Yeah, we'll just take one more bird. Sorry. There you go.
I don't think birds mind.
Okay.
In fact, I think they'd rather have them to recruit somewhere else.
Might as well show my sad 2 cards. There we go. Ta-da!
I will say, I don't think JC was wrong that we needed some acolytes for our chance to win. I don't think we get a chance to win, but
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
I don't think we should have spent all of our acolytes if it wasn't giving us a win.
I put 1 and 1 as well, just to be annoying.
Yeah, just sign me a press as much as possible.
Just be in every clearing.
Yeah.
Always my goal is lizards. If I see a warlord on the board, it's to be in literally every clearing.
Yep.
Just because I really want the warlord to hate me.
And one there.
Nice.
Ooh, primary party in 1. No, go back for the primary party. I was here for those primary colors.
That's that one there. And we'll put this somewhere else.
I accept that. I accept moving the 1 from 10 to 8.
Maybe.
Yeah, Katara, I agree. We needed to kill the warlord and buy a turn, almost certainly.
Yeah, he has to battle 2 different factions to get the press point.
But JC talked us into not doing that.
Let's not do it.
Well, JC talked lizards into not spending their acolytes, and then somehow it turned into spending our acolytes on something else.
Good times. I think JC was saying, like, if you just convert in 7, it's a 1-to-1 replacement.
Well, JC...
Trying to say you're not going to get through all of it or kill the warlord.
No, JC specifically said if you spend all your acolytes, you lose your ability to close the game. Like, that's what you... If you do get another turn, that's how you close.
Mm.
And that's true. It's just funny how the plan shifted from not spending acolytes to spending them entirely on something else.
This goes here, and this goes here. I'll craft tunnels.
Because I can. That would have been a great card earlier for the Uziri, just saying.
That would have solved some major problems earlier in the game.
Just do it.
Ace up my sleeve.
The final piece that was missing. Honestly, that tunnel's
Master Decoy.
pull the guys out of. I'm guessing it's a newer card.
Yeah.
He's been holding.
No, yeah, Levi's just been holding the tunnels the whole time.
Hello.
I guess we bring.
I think we're about to see our first warlord win in a long time.
Yeah, poor Levi.
Which
Or
clearing you
no. Let's just do it here. I think. Right. Easier point. And then leave some guys behind.
Okay, so that's Mountain Fox move.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry.
Yeah. Let's just do that. The battle.
What, are you bored by a rat win?
No.
No way.
I just haven't moved in 3 hours.
You get that point and the mob token.
Okay. Cool.
Wait, he gets the point and the mob token?
I think I would have gotten negative points actually.
Yeah,
Let's see. 1 point. Did I get that? Yeah.
you did.
Okay. No builds. Score. No points. And then draw 1 card. Okay.
So, chat, are you still upset at JC for doing this to Levi if JC wins? Or are you more upset
For
because of it?
in the calculus.
With my last turn in the winter tournament.
Oh.
There'll always be other winter tournaments.
I still have to play.
Honestly, I was rooting for MonteCristo
I don't think
for some time.
to be.
I really thought this was going to be a Win Alliance game for a long time.
I didn't, but you convinced me. Like halfway through.
Everything that I can, because spreading sympathy just gives it to Warlord. So, and scoring points is not the goal if you don't win.
I mucho respect to that.
Katara.
Ends the Count of MonteCristo. Draw 1 card. That's my
Alright.
turn.
All right.
Yeah.
Does JC have it? I haven't done the math.
Okay.
All right, 3 points.
I'm just trusting JC can find 3 points.
I'm gonna have to spend a minute figuring out how to not choke. Second, let me just take care of Bird's song before I freak
Just out
myself
of curiosity, can you actually...
How many oppress points do we need? 5? 5 clearings?
Craft it right now for
Yeah, 5 clearings for 3 points. So that's not really the way.
Yeah,
Okay.
If I
We want cardboard most likely.
I don't think 5 clearings is not doable.
So raise. I have.
Okay, you know what? It's more doable than I was thinking.
Because, 10, 11, and 4 only have 1. So you could easily get 2 of those with just the commands.
5.
5. Okay, then this is the.
And then 7 is already yours.
No, 7's not yours.
Well, 7 could be is
I think I've been trying to get all game. It gets over there now.
You probably command a couple clearings to clear them out, and then
just move that back to 9.
Yeah, work your way over to 9 to try and clear it out and clean up along the way.
Mm-hmm.
You probably end up with 3 to 5 clearings from doing that and a piece of cardboard, it probably works out.
Like a big brain play, and
So relentless.
except I rolled a 0 here. There was no damage. I was thinking of killing my warlord so that he could respawn over here, and I would have the action economy against this stuff.
That would have been amazing to see.
That would have been very cool to see.
I rolled. He
But also, 4 warriors might be
was here,
better for it.
so and I couldn't give up the warlord at that point. So it's a little bit unfortunate. We're gonna figure something out.
But yeah, we could command you just clearing out like 10 and 7, and then just like advance out of there.
Like, it's actually not
New mood, and the question is whether I'm going
that hard.
relentless.
Did we... Are we out of rats?
If I take out that garden,
Yeah, we actually wanted some of the rats over here.
need
Oh.
3 clearings. There's no way to. Oh, you know what? I could do.
Eerie Emigre helps here, I want to point out.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you bring him.
Loot. You've got a. Is rapid ambush accounted for? Dun,
Woodland
dun.
Alliance, why do you do this? Why do you have to go ahead and do that?
Rabbit, one bird is accounted for. Both birds are accounted for. Okay, cool. This is gonna be so dumb. Because I could probably just win out on looting, right? Win by. So if I go up there, loot birds, get a bag, come down here, loot WA twice. It really doesn't. No, I don't think that's. Really doesn't do much.
It doesn't feel like the way.
But we can go up there.
Feels like you Eerie Emigre
Grabbing that
one of these 3 to clear it out.
Because I actually like that better. So that'll be 1
Oh, Pat, no.
Couple commands to continue clearing out.
3 clearings.
Or maybe one command to move Warlord. Another command to clear out.
With a safety
Advance.
built into it. It is going to come down to dice.
Yeah, Pat, it's been a game.
There's probably some.
It's definitely not what you're thinking is happening.
Because
this is the lizards being recovering from a hit, not before the hit. Or right after the hit. This is like a turn after the hit.
I'm going to command 1. No, maybe what I should do is just do 2 command battles. Prowess, prowess, prowess. That only gives me 2 shots at it with Wrathful. Emigre down. Command. Prowess. 3 shots with Wrathful. That's guaranteed. And then I'll have a safety Wrathful to get into one of these, which would be 1, 2, 3.
Yes, JC took the crossbow over
I think it's a lot.
and got rid of the sword.
Thank you for your patience. Just because someone said it and it's funny, I will go ahead. Technically, this should have happened earlier. I will sabo those tunnels.
Oh
No, not the tunnels.
Complete bad mannerisms.
No, Cressida, JC mentioned Eerie Emigre.
This is going to be.
It's a warlord thing.
It's a war. Oh, it needed the new mood. And then, thank God, it was the crossbow craft that reactivated Wrathful.
I think JC probably had this without Wrathful, but Wrathful just makes it safer.
Yeah.
Actually, there's a case. So if I roll,
I feel like Relentless would have been fine.
we already checked for dub.
I don't think you Eerie Emigre and I don't think you do that Eerie Emigre
Is 2.
Into 3.
into 3. No,
Okay, cool.
I think you use Eerie Emigre to clear out the left side of the map.
We got to do emigre at.
I think there's so much movement, you'll be fine no matter what.
The issue is like
all the recruits are counted.
getting wrecked by dice or something.
Well,
Coming down here.
then that's what happens.
I'm gonna swing on the WA. Would you like to play an ambush?
Oh, do you have a card for me first?
Oh, thank you. I will. Let me
Good.
show you my hand. You are.
I think it's probably still fine.
There you go. You can see I do not have a rabbit
Okay.
card.
Top card is discarded.
All right. And then would you like to? Hold on. Showing hand button won't go away. There we go. Any ambush? Although I think it's accounted for.
No ambush.
Changes my calculus
2.
a little bit. So that takes 2 toast out and. Or
Two.
sorry, no. Yeah,
Yeah.
2 toast, 2 rats are gone.
Yep.
Thank you, Wrathful, for your service. Move into command battle against the birds here. Any ambush?
Against the
Nope.
birds. Oh,
So surprised.
No, but no ambush.
All right.
There you go.
Here's the bird.
Command 1,
Then,
command 2.
so we'll command battle against these lizards here. Would you like to play an ambush?
Nah, go ahead.
There we go.
Acolyte for you.
I would recommend rewatching this game. Effectively a snare lock, but with gardens instead of a snare.
1, 2. First advance against the lizards. I think any ambushes are accounted for.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Oh!
He'll die from Wrathful.
Yeah.
Uh,
Funny to see that there. Hopefully we got it out of the system, right?
our mouse.
3 3s from here? Or 3 0s from here?
Am I screwing myself over here? Yes, mouse ambushes are accounted for. Yeah.
If I had it, I don't think it would make a difference.
Yeah, that's fair. Advance 2 will be here. Would you like to play an ambush?
Go ahead.
All right.
I honestly would rather take the garden than the sympathy.
All right.
I say foolishly.
Advance.
With 2 more advances, you're fine.
Yeah.
There's a lot of 0-0s coming out.
There we go.
That'll do it.
That'll do it. And I'll get the point. And
That's
then
That's it,
1,
man.
2,
That's it?
Yep.
Yep.
Directly in the evening and
Score points. And there it is.
Good game.
good game. Good game.
Great game, everyone. Great game. Sorry, it takes me a minute to unmute. Congratulations, JC, with the first Warlord victory of round 3. It's been a while. And thank you so much, everybody, for playing. That was really great all around. Moss, Levi, MonteCristo, you have now unfortunately been eliminated, but thank you so much for joining the tournament and for playing. You all played really, really well. It was great. Thank you so much. Everyone watching, thank you so much for watching. Our next game is at 2 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow, so we will catch all of you then. And until then, have a great one. We'll see you later.